Hello, everyone. Welcome to Onyx Earth Tarot. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. So, we're back with another pick a card reading. It is timeless and it is love based. Let's see what your crush tells their friends about you. We might even get a little bit of just what people say in general, okay? Spring is basically here. Time change for those of us that do daylight savings time, and also I have a lot of concepts that I'm working on for this season, so I'm really excited about it. Those of you that pay attention to astrology, it's eclipse season. So who knows what kind of chaos is gonna happen there. But and those of you that are there's a lot of things you can read up on to get familiar with the eclipses that are upcoming, just so you know what I'm talking about. But no, I don't know, I'm really chipper. I'm really excited. I've had some tea. I actually think it's interesting because everything kind of is already aligning for me as I'm like preparing for the reading. That's why I'm in such a great mood. I even said that at like a minute and 11 seconds of this intro. So like I have my tea and I'm like, I don't know. I'm rolling with the what the crush tells the friends concept today. Like I'm not planning on changing it, but if I feel like I need to, let me switch. Well, I'm having my tea and I don't want to like throw everything right in the middle of the way, but it says, you can see here, friendship is a sheltering tree. So that's my little message that I got for my tea this morning. So I'm like, okay, look at this. So alignment. We're talking about the friends and we get that message on the tea, which I don't know that I've gotten that one on the tea. So yeah, I'm not going to delay it any further. Let's just hop right into it. For those of you that are new, I do read past, present, and incoming energy. And I read from a polarity. There's a light and a shadow. You just have to find yourself and the lesson in the journey. And recently, I've been able to clarify for a lot of you. It's not going to apply for everyone. You're all very different, living very different experiences. But for the most part, if you feel confused, you kind of have to sit with yourself and say, it's kind of more of a perspective thing. Now, again, it's not the case for everyone, but maybe this will help those of you that are confused. If you have a tendency to kind of cling to the light side, and kind of just ignore or get really like triggered by the shadow, it's possible that it's your past and that you may need some healing. But if it's not and it just really triggers you, because some of you get really triggered by the shadow in a way that if it's not resonating, it should not bother you, right? So sit with yourself, right? Like if you're clinging to the light side and then you're like, oh, I'm confused, and then the shadow really bothers you, I don't know. That's an internal intuitive thing with you. Now, there is that side of you that is hyper paranoid. If you just naturally go to these readings, right, and you cling to the shadow, you're like, no, let me just look at this shadow and make sure it's not me. Even though there's no external, like, there's nothing, because I mean, you should know these people you're asking about. If you don't, then I mean, it may or may not resonate because these are meant to be real, like people that you actually know and could interact with. So if you lead with, oh, let me just make sure I'm not this shadow, instead of like being open and allowing whatever message resonates, that's paranoia. That's paranoia, possibly trauma speaking, because it's like you're looking for the negative where it likely doesn't even exist. So that's kind of the driver. And I'm making this longer than it needs to be, but I really, really want to clarify for those of you that do watch these beginnings, so I can help you a little bit. You know, some of you are going to be like, oh yeah, maybe I'm a little bit paranoid. And some of you are going to be like, if you're open enough, maybe like, maybe I'm like, need to pay attention to the shadow instead of just allowing it to trigger me, right? Or maybe you don't watch at all if the shadow really triggers you. All right, so for those of you that are visually impaired, or if you simply like to listen to me make the descriptions, the time is now. So pile one, simple cupcake, vanilla cupcake, strawberry icing with colorful spring themed sprinkles. Pile number two is a chocolate cupcake, pink icing with a really pretty sunflower design. Pile number 3, it's kind of fancy. It's very loud. It's got all kinds of like sprinkles around it. So like it takes up a lot of space. Some of you may take up a lot of space, or maybe your crush does. It's got like a bouquet of flower design on the top of it, and it even has like a little umbrella. So it's very expansive, very loud. And then pile number 4 is a little more modest. Feels kind of, it's very simple, very clean, very classic, but it feels a little, it kind of feels like isolated hermit kind of energy, just because it's shorter, it's a little wider. It has a very clean white top, and it's got the one lone orange flower with like the leaves on it. That's it. Very pretty, but very clean. So, and then it's mostly like the wrapper is green and the leaves are green. So it's mostly green with the orange flower. All right, so I will give you a moment to make your selection. And if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. All right, pile number 1. Let's see what your crush tells their friends about you. And we may even pick up on what people say. Before I describe my reading style for the new viewers, I just want to leave with some things closing. There's a closed cycle. Things are shifting around me as I'm doing the reading, as I'm grounding for your specific pile. Like things are cutting off, things are cutting on, not in a weird chaotic way, but like my screen ran out, and like it was a transition in music. Like things are shifting as I begin. So for those of you that are new, I do read past, present, and incoming energy, and I often read from a polarity. Unless one side is dominant, which means there's a light and a shadow. You just have to find yourself in a lesson in the journey, okay? And it says crush, but all attachments, all types of relationships are welcome here. But we do lead with the crush, right? We lead with the incoming energy, because that seems to be the preference. But again, I do not control the energy. We just roll with as it comes out for you. I want to say at the bottom of your reset for my oracle, you do have the root chakra, so you may need work on that. Your person may need work on that. But as I go ahead and pull my first card, I can say that those will be key themes regarding your reading, regarding this pile. So themes this person's discussing with their friends: grounding, stability, practicality, how it works in the 3D. Okay. So some examples would be compatibility. Some examples would be like lifestyle, possibly distance. All of those would be key themes this person's talking about. Finances, anything dealing with that. We do have a compassionate energy, so this person is describing you possibly as compassionate in some way. All right. Let me get my card with a lot of root chakra themes. Okay. Definitely a closing of a cycle and or the beginning of one, because the root chakra is the first one, the base one, which is why that card is number 1. And you pick the first pile. So something about a new beginning, a beginning overall, or an ending. Okay. Give me my first card, please, to tell me what my pile 1's crush is telling their friends about them, please. Okay, there we go. Oh, well, how did that get there? Like, what? Nope. I mean, I don't think. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of looking at the cupcake to see how to describe it off to the side, so I was not watching it fall. So I don't know if it fell in reverse or if it actually like was in the deck like that. That's exceptionally chaotic. If it did not, I don't know if I watch this. Those of you that are watching, you know, that's chaotic, because I mean, why is that the only one that's in reverse? So I did get a very distinct message. And I don't know that I would identify it as a shadow. outside of someone's health. If someone's expecting, or if someone is trying to conceive, or if there are health issues regarding that, that is a topic, very compassionate topic regarding that. Okay, just because fertility did come out in reverse. Okay, so if that there are health implications, or if that's just a topic of conversation of having children, okay, and I say health because this could be health. Also, it does not have to be health. It could truly be a desire, like someone not having a desire. Okay, right? So one may want children, could be, and one may not. Or you may be trying to see if that's even a thing collective. Like both of you may be not sure. I don't know. But let me see. Lots of blue and green. Throat chakra, heart chakra, which makes sense because heart is like your heart space, like how open you are and how receptive you are, and the throat is how you communicate. So those could be themes like communicating how you actually feel. I don't know. So let me see. I don't want this to be a dominant shadow, but we will see. So fertility says the frequency of fertility invites us to be more open, more courageous, more creative, and more joyful than we were before. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into a new and grander expression of ourselves. So in reverse, feels like a lack of being open. Someone is not open in some way. And like I said, I don't want to, I don't want the reading going in that direction, but I did want to acknowledge the individuals where that may be a topic, like the health or ability or desire. When we talk about children, but I don't know, it feels like there's a lack of fertility in the connection overall, like a lack of desire, a lack of being receptive, a lack of being open. Okay, on one, whoever's in. Okay, some of you on the shadow, this person may be describing you as kind of not budging and or mean. Okay, or this could be them and their approach to you, and the conversation with the friends is how to be less like that and how to have more compassion towards you. Especially if we're talking about like conception and all of the things, like if someone's expecting and their moods and all of the things that happen with conception, right? Possibly advice regarding how to handle it, especially if we're talking about the furthest end of a spectrum where we're talking about potential loss or struggles, right? But we have the frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, so that unconditional love can flow from source through our heart into the world. So with lots of heart space energy, I mentioned all of the green. Now, friends seem to be mediating. Okay, whatever's going on the shadow, I'm just gonna, because it is what it is, I'll pull more cards and see. I have lots of decks, so we'll get information. Those of you that are the shadow, the friends are mediating, right? The friends are trying to like not really choose sides, even though this person's talking to their friends. So they could be talking to mutual friends. Like if you're a couple, they may be speaking to other couples. But it seems to be kind of a, right, stand by others without judgment. Like it seems like the friends are trying to have a non-judgmental approach, whether we're talking about the connection, the nature of it, whether we're talking about, because fertility, a lack of fertility doesn't have to be like literal children, like I led with. It could just be an unfavorable situation, a futile situation, a situation that doesn't make sense, that's not really going anywhere. Whether we're talking about, because, you know, whether it's either a scandalous situation, something potentially inappropriate, whatever we're talking about here, because a lack of fertility could just mean not fertile, like something that's not, something that should not be nurtured, right? That's why the shadow came out very dominantly, and trying to be compassionate and understanding in those instances. Okay, and another shadow, when we're not talking about scandalous situations, again, is it really going anywhere? I mentioned grounding, I mentioned cycle. So let me pull from this tarot. So far, I did, as soon as I picked up this deck, so new beginnings is a huge theme. As soon as I picked up the tarot for clarity, the wave of the light side hit me. And like because for those of you that do not know me, I am a medium. I channel energy as well. So like I read cards, I'll use the cards, but I like when I'm pausing, I'm listening, and I'm feeling, okay? So that I can, and I'm also trying to make sure I'm using words that are easily interpreted by people from like all over the place, okay? All over the world, okay? There's a lot of you here from different places. I just want to make sure you understand what I'm saying. The wave of the light hit me. I don't know your past or this person's past. There's an energy of making sure they handle you with care. Okay? And possibly fears regarding stepping into a connection on their end as well. Like being kind of afraid that things are not going to work out. Whether they think it could go wrong on your end or their end, there seems to be some fear. And the friends are like, stop acting like that. Not in an aggressive sense, but in a, oh, we understand. Ooh, makes sense with Pile 1. Pile 1's dealt with a lot. You've dealt with a lot. Just take it easy and see where it goes kind of a vibe. Yeah, because you got hope at the bottom. Oh, yeah. You got, oh, yeah. So, fertility would be feminine energy. Technically, doesn't have to be. But, we've got the number 4, which is authority. That is the emperor. So we could be speaking of someone you consider to be masculine in nature. This is Aries energy. This is star Aquarius energy. So could be relevant placements. But this hope talks about hope, whether we're talking about health, whether we're talking about family planning, whether we're talking about just feeling less than after whatever trauma historically, whether in the connection or just from previous connections or just life. You know what I mean? It's a, I don't want to say that it's a solemn pile. It's a hopeful, inspirational pile, right? Right? Because even on the shadow sense, it's like hoping that things can be worked through or moving on so that people can have their peace, kind of a vibe. Well, that's a way to start the morning. I don't, even the shadow doesn't feel hostile. It doesn't feel super negative. It feels, honestly, on the most shadow side, very, very sad. Okay. So like I said, I hope you guys are okay. Make sure you're taking care of your health. Make sure when you're dealing with people, especially when you're talking about starting relationship that you plan to be long-term, that you're on the same page and wanting the same things and that you're compatible. Okay. Because that's the thing. Okay. Let me see. There we look what came back. Base chakra. Number 1. Okay. So, all right, pile 1, you've got the base chakra. Like, how practical is the connection? Does it work in the 3D? The lightest side is, realizing that you're willing, like this person is talking to the friends about like wanting advice on how to go about it, especially if we have people that may have not been dating, right? Like if someone's been out of the game for a long time, if you haven't dated in a while, this person hasn't dated in a while, and like just not, because lack of fertility could just be lack of experience like not having those experiences to, what's the word I'm looking for? Like not having that knowledge to refer to, if that makes sense. Like not knowing what dating, especially if you're more mature and you've been out of the game for a while, or them or both, like not knowing what dating is like now that they're trying to put themselves back out there. Like that would be an example of the energy I'm trying to describe. Okay. But yeah, how practical is it? Does it make sense? Especially when we're talking about scandalous in nature instances. I don't really see any specific ones. I mean, I do see a couple of specific ones. Not enough to like really want to detail. I mean, you know, if you're dealing, you know how you meet these people. Okay. And if that applies. But that's a topic. Not from a judgy, or even if we're talking about their past, your past, it's not a judgmental thing at all. It's more of a, does this make sense? Very compassionate, very loving, very open perspective. So the friends are very open-minded, very gentle, but even in instances where the friends are like, come come on, Cupcake. This not gonna work. Like even in instances where they're like that, like it's a gentle, like, come on, does this make sense? Is it worth it? Does it make sense? Is this realistic? Do you think this is gonna end poorly due to compatibility, whatever the thing is, okay? Boom, I got 2. Oh, okay. All right. I don't know how long this is gonna take. Let me be nosy and see. Hope is back. Okay, so this is all about hope and fulfillment of, like, is this going to bring you joy? Is this going to make you happy? Do you see the future? Is this going to make pile number 1 happy, like long term? Like how is this going to benefit you and or pile 1 long term in the shadow? And the light is like, oh, that's so sweet. You found a soulmate. Stop being traumatized, right? Close the cycle. Let go of whatever is stopping you from pursuing something good, and like be compassionate to yourself. That's the vibe with the friends. I think, you know what, you may be the tea. I had tea this morning to prepare for your reading on a lighter side, even on a shadow, because the friends are really good friends, really reasonable friends. But it says friendship is a sheltering tree. These are the friends. These are the friends that are really protective of, like, okay, I'm not going to let you self-sabotage something good. And I'm not going to let you self-sabotage something that could potentially destroy you and or pile 1. Okay. And then obviously there's some of you in the middle where you're working through trauma that could be within the connection, whether we're talking about trying to expand your family, whether we're talking about working through scandalous situations within a coupling, like things that you have to overcome. The friends are like counsel. The friends are supportive. So if you were questioning the friends' support towards you, even if they don't like you, because on shadow they may not even like you. I don't know the backstory. Even if they don't like you, they are very open and they're very compassionate and they're not judgmental at all, whatever the thing is, okay? So you've got 3 major arcanas. This deck specifically has chakras, so there are extra ones, but it's still very unlikely that you get all of the cards you get from the major arcana side. It talks about the bigger picture, okay? The friends are talking about the bigger picture. Does this make sense in the bigger picture, the grand scheme, long term, where you want to go, who you want to be? We have the Lovers here, right? Gemini energy. Gemini rules logic, communication. It's ruled by the planet Mercury of communication, right? 3rd house rules early childhood, so some of that trauma could stem from there. It talks about siblings. Some of these people could be siblings. It talks about local travel. So people within a local community, short drives, could be talking on a short commute somewhere, right? With this person, okay? Doesn't even have to be in person, because again, this is energy of communication overall. Could be text, could be messages, phone, all of the things, okay? But this is the Lovers. This is a coupling. This is union. And it talks about harmony. So themes regarding harmony. And there will be a transition. There will be a change, for better, for worse. Whether we're talking about a change to heal a connection, right? A change to heal you as individuals, to strengthen a connection, an ending of a connection for the best of everyone involved, or letting go the fear and the trauma that's keeping whoever paralyzed or dragging to move forward with the connection that could be very, very good for them, okay? This is the Death card, transformation, right? Endings, closing of a cycle, and the beginning of a new one. We talk about 8th house of debts, inheritances. We could be talking about debt, okay? We could be talking about inheritances. Certain degree, we talk about ancestry and all of the things. So those will be key themes. And I know that this house rules more than that, but I keep hearing debts, inheritances. So we could be talking about like financial, material stability long term with base chakra, because I keep hearing the word debt. Okay, stability, right? So inheritances. So could be some inheritances implications, especially when we talk about scandalous in nature. I don't know, but I hear that those may be factors involved. Okay. And when I say scandalous in nature, I don't mean like generally scandalous in nature, things that people would all frown upon. I mean from the perspective of this person and the people they're interacting with. So for example, depending on where you are and what's going on. Like cultural differences wouldn't necessarily be scandalous in nature, depending on where you are and what you're doing. But in certain communities, certain cultures, it is. You know what I mean? So I don't want, when we talk about that light and shadow and making sure you're finding yourself appropriately, if you struggle with where you fall and you're confused, go back to the intro. I explained it thoroughly. But I don't want people to skate like, oh, can't be me, I'm not scandalous. Scandalous is relative, right? Everything is relative. Okay, so at the bottom we've got, look, partnerships and alliances. This is the Three of Wands. I almost want to call it the Three of Pentacles. So some of these people may be acquaintances, mentors, maybe like co-workers, like people in professional networks and all things, because like I wanted to call this that card. But partnerships and alliances still hints at that. But again, look at the holding of the hand. This person is very, very supported by the friends. Whether you know it or not, they're very, very heavily influenced by the friends. Okay, specifically friends that have the life that they would like to live, specifically friends that they like you know how people have friends and it's like, this is my friend, but I would never like hire them for a job or work with them or be a reference. This is my friend. This is not the fun friends. These are the friends this person respects. These are the people that this person uses as a reference, will call if they want to switch jobs, careers, and things. Like, these are the people this person's talking about. And the opinions of these individuals is very, very important. So that's important for you to know, because if we're talking about the shadow, this person will listen likely or weigh very heavily on these people's opinions, because they're considering it a professional opinion. Ooh, right? Whether or not we're talking about career, anything related, we're talking like mentor, work brother, work sister, right? People that they look up to. Okay. Yeah. And I say that because even on the light side, what these people say, it makes weight. So if they like you a lot, or if this makes sense and it's not all of the shadow, they're like, what are you waiting for? Stop doing whatever you're doing with pile one. Okay. Because the Three of Wands talks about long-term vision. Okay. Talks about long-term vision, where you're headed, all of the groundwork you've already put in, and now kind of waiting for the boat to come back to get you so that we can keep trucking along. Is the groundwork worth it? Has the groundwork been productive? Does it work? Those are the topics. That's why it feels so professional and serious. Honestly, in the gentlest sense, it feels like counsel, because that's truly what this is, right? Because these are people this person respects. So it's counsel. It's obviously it's not, I mean, it may be therapy. It may or may not be therapy. One of the people may be this person's therapist. Okay. Because it feels like that, but it feels like counsel. It feels like, hey, I need my mentor. Let me just call my mentor, have a conversation. Or I need my brothers, sisters. Let me have the conversation. And when I say brothers, sisters, I mean organizational, right? Not the brother, sister that's like off living the free spirited life. The ones that are living the life they want to live, or on the trajectory to do so. That's a key thing here. Okay, so I'm going to pull from these two astrology-based oracle decks. And then I'll close it out with those three love decks. I'm not, maybe, because I completely disregarded this other deck that I wanted to use. So I may not need it. Let's see what we get here. And we'll see. Tell me more about what Pile One's crush is telling their friends about them. Yeah, and look, it even landed over here on this death card energy, which is ruled by this sign of Scorpio, new moon in Scorpio, new beginnings, transformation, right? All of the things associated with that sign, possibly even 8th house and the planet Pluto. But work through your fears. What are you afraid of, right? That's what the friends are saying. The light side is still a little solemn, because it's like if the friends were a little more rowdy and less uptight, like they feel on the pile, they don't feel, they're compassionate, but if they were less, I mean, the word is professional. It feels very professional, very structured, very like, hey, this is the life you want to live. I'm giving, it's very mentor organizational partner, like, okay? And if they were like rowdy drinking buddies, doesn't feel like it at all. It would be more of a stop being scary, pursue pile one or further pile one. But because of the nature of the relationships, it's like, so what do you think it is that has you holding back to, you know what I mean, to deal with pile one? Like, what do you think it is that actually has you afraid for the next stage, or to even on the shadow sense to actually end it, or you know what I mean? Like, what makes you afraid? What are you afraid of? Kind of a vibe. Like, it feels like therapy. Feels like therapy, but that's only one of, I don't want to say that it's not the dominant energy, the therapy. I keep using it because some of you that's a thing, but it's truly like friends or acquaintances, right? The bottom, I've got the energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. Well, that follows the new moon for sure. Could be something related to the fall season because it feels windy, feels a little cool, like when the leaves start to change color and drop. That's the vibe I feel. Could be relevant time frames. Could be just the energy of this connection. I'm not gonna lie, for better for worse, because I love fall. It's like my favorite season. So on the lightest of sense, it's like feeling the fall wind in your face. I don't know, like you know, but this person feels a little scared, whether regardless of what side. But the energy is gaining momentum. So whatever the friends say, whatever the friends have said, it's given them some kind of a courage to make some sort of change. The change will be for the better regardless, whether or not it feels that way, right? So this is something that probably should end. They're rolling with that. If this is something that needs to be worked through, like for example, if you're in the middle and this, like there's difficulty, whether we're talking about health or just life or just personal demons, the friends are like, stop being afraid, be open and expressive with your partner, right? You have to openly communicate your true feelings to your partner. And that's kind of the change of being more engaged, if that's a thing, where we're talking about actual connections, where it's like, it's not a, oh, this is either completely done or obviously new and trying to get it going. They're, where it's workable, the friends are like, come on, you want to be like us? It's workable. You know what I mean? That's what I'm getting. And then, like I said, that new incoming energy, the friends are like, go for it. Go for it. Why wouldn't you go for it? What logical reason do you have to not go for it? That's the thing, okay? Let me pull from this deck. And I will pull maybe one from that other deck. I completely disregarded it, so it may not be that important. It may not be that important. What is that deck called? The Talisman Oracle. So talismans, do we not like, is it not like direction and all of the things? So maybe this person's like doesn't need any more direction. The friends, whoever they're talking to, and like this person's exceptionally blessed with whatever circle they have. It is more than one person, at least three here. Because these are people, right? Three of Wands is that are making sure you're headed in the right place. Like these are people that are going to make sure this person goes, like is setting themselves up for success. Like they're going to hold you accountable in a very gentle way, be very compassionate. Like this is what most everyone needs, this group, that this friend, that this person has. Okay, everyone needs that. So this person's very fortunate. So if these are mutual friends, consider yourself to be exceptionally blessed, because unless they're mutual friends of just this person, right? Like if they're your friends and they're friends too, truly, then you're blessed. But I mean, if this, they're gonna look out for this person. That's what I'm getting. Okay. All right. Let me get one. I'll take it. It's three. I'm not going to fight back because it's going to take longer. So we've got earth sign energy. We've got persistence, patience, practicality. And my earth signs are Taurus, which is the opposite sign of Scorpio. We've got Virgo and we've got Capricorn. Okay. And then we've got water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It says spirituality, emotion, intuition, compassion. Okay. So elements. More Scorpio energy, intensity, exposing, purging, renewing, bringing things to the surface so that they can heal, or purging it to release, right, and move on, or just, again, going for it. Whether we're talking about healing in general, just to heal barriers to the connection, whether working through an active connection or initiating, furthering one, or just purging a connection, right? That's water sign energy. And then I do have Pisces as well: intimacy, intuition, compassion, inner demons, right? And this is actually mental health. So this person may actually be speaking to a therapist. Some of these friends may be therapists. It feels like people that are doing well on my table. Okay. People that are doing well. So people that are in the medical industry, because Pisces is 12th house, it rules hospitals, mental health. We've got morticians, like all of the things associated with, and actually, especially with Scorpio, people that work with health and death. Like, I know that sounds chaotic when you say it, but it's the truth, right? Like, even like examples could be like insurance industry. Like, I don't know why I'm getting all the professions, but this feels like a very professional setting on my table. Like themes regarding health, mental health, again, death, inheritances. So could be banking, right? We talk about debts, inheritances, so loans. We're talking about some of you need this to believe it. Got it. Especially those of you that are new. I'm not worried about it. I've got Pisces talks about mental, like psychic ability. So we could be talking about people, like I heard occult. We could talk about like psychic, actual intuitive energy, those types of personalities. What else? What else? What else? All of the water signs is huge here. Water could be relevant, whether we're talking about location, whether we're talking about health, because water rules maternal figures. Okay. When we talk about that, fertility potentially becoming a topic, earth and water are both feminine expressions. So when we talk about feminine energy and the ability or lack of ability to do certain things, topics, not developing that, but earth and water, you've got two signs. You don't have like, there's not a huge seasonal energy beyond Scorpio being on my table 2 times, 3 times. But when we talk about the elements, right, and their compatibility, like earth and water compatible, because earth and water are both kind of like, they just work, okay? But I don't know, I'm feeling like, I do feel like these are conversations regarding someone that may be more feminine in expression. To confirm, I'll say that much, okay? And the reason why I say that, where it doesn't apply, like let it ride, but the reason why I say that, those are key topics, okay? Because here we're having topics regarding health, fertility, very little, like I mentioned, but also bloodline. Scorpio kind of talks about that, things like that, right? Because there's conversations regarding inheritances, bloodlines. What is that? Like, things start moving, I start hearing random, like, clicking, or not, like I must be telling the truth. So let me pull a card from this. I don't want to dwell on that because I don't really like it from the shadow. On the lightest of sense, I'm hearing this person, like pile 1 is changing you. Some of you may pick pile 2 because of the way I had the slip of the tongue. Lighter side. Like, pile 2 will have its own shadow. Lighter side of this pile, you may get more information from pile 2. Only if you're the lighter side, because of the way I said it. Because when I clicked and I switched to that side, that's when I had the slip of the tongue. So pile number 1, these people are describing you as like the perfect expression, especially if you're like feminine in nature. When we talk about inheritances, when we talk about furthering, like, I hate saying furthering bloodlines. It feels so formal when I say it, but I do want to make sure everyone understands, and also that's just the way I'm hearing it. So just bear with me as I interpret the energy that comes through. But yeah, I mean, they're like, this is gonna work. Partnerships and alliances. don't miss out. Like, this is something that's great. Like, the lighter side is like, this is great. What are you waiting for? Why are you so scary? Like, not like that, because these are not people that are like that. It feels very serious. I'm sorry. It just does. It feels serious. Like, even the jobs I'm seeing on the table it feels like suits. It feels very serious. Okay. And I don't have anything against that. Like, anyone that knows me in real life knows that, like, at one point that was that was me. Still is, depending on where I am and what I'm doing, because you got to be able to, like, adapt. Must be the truth, because I'm like knocking the stand, but like, sometimes you got to fit in where you get in. Okay, so let me see. Let me get this card from this deck, and I'll close it out with those loved ones to see specifically regarding, like, their feelings and love overall, how this person's feeling. So the funny thing is, this is longer. It's becoming a little longer than I wanted for this pile, right? But it feels even longer than it is, right? So, like, this is a shorter pile than the energy feels for me, the reader. It feels very slow, very fall season. Scorpio is a fixed sign. It's the dominant sign on the table, okay? And it feels, yeah, because I mentioned it how many times on the set table, but it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4 times on my table. So it doesn't have to be any of your placements, could be, or this person's placements, but fixed, stuck, still water, stagnant water. That's what it feels like. Still waters. For better, for worse. Because even on the lighter side, it's like, why are you dragging your feet? Why are you standing in place? Why are you not doing what you're supposed to be doing to nurture this connection? Why, or if you're attached, why are you not working this through with your partner, right? Like, work through this with your partner. Speak to your partner regarding your demons, how you're feeling, your struggles. Like, that is the point of partnership. You're a team, alliances. That's the thing. Okay. I keep hearing, you want to be like us. This is what we do, right? So some of you, it's an actual couple. There is a couple on the table. Okay. Some of you, one of the people this person's speaking to is someone that lost a connection that they really deeply regret. With fertility reverse and all of these indicators of death and ending, this is someone, one of the people is possibly someone that lost a family, lost a spouse, whether we're talking about truly, like, crossing over, unfortunately, ooh, that's sad, or just poor decisions. You know, when they're like, don't be like me, or like I used to be. That's the conversations I'm getting, okay? Okay, give me more. Tell me more about my pile number 1, please. What is pile 1's crush telling the friends about my pile number 1? I think I'll take 1 because I got so many specifics. You need clarity. This is like a personal reading, and get what you need here, because I'm not really doing those right now. Like, I like not right this like now because I got stuff, but look at this karmic justice. Okay, so some of you, this person's talking about their karma. I got a call coming in. You may have a call coming in. Some of you, this person is on the lighter side. They feel you're their good karma. Like some of you, this person doesn't feel they deserve you because they feel like they, I don't know, whatever past. They feel like karma is gonna, like, come back to haunt them in some sense, and that's the fear, whatever chaotic energy. Some of you, this person feels whatever struggles are their karma, what on the shadow sense. But again, I do get a strong, like, oh, this is good karma, you know, too good to be true kind of a vibe. And karma also confirms what I was talking about, where there are people that are like, you want to be like us, this is what we do, right? Oh, don't be like us, or don't be like me, don't do this, right? That's what I'm getting, okay? At the bottom, grounding. That's that base chakra energy, grounding. What makes sense? What's logical? Stabilize your connection where it makes sense. Release the connection where it doesn't, because what makes sense long term? What's going to get you the result you want long term? Those are the conversations. So let me close it out with these love things, okay? Karmic justice leading into grounding is truly what is going to be favorable long term. What actions, right? What actions and interactions are going to be for the best long term for not only you, Cupcake, but also Pile 1, because I'm calling your person Cupcake. All right. Yeah. Okay. And I'll take the lighter side because the shadow, it is what it is. But we've got listen and reflect. This person's listening. This person's reflecting. I mentioned these friends have a lot of weight. These people have a lot of weight on this person and what they will and will not do. Okay. But it does say sometimes what a person needs is not a wise man that speaks, but a patient heart that listens. I will say this person tells all of your business. The end. If you have business as hell, if pure crush, this person's telling everything they're afraid of, everything that they got going on, everything. Like these people, regardless, even though I say like it feels very structured, very like not as personal as like the chaotic friendships we see, this person trusts these people with their life. That's why they're so impactful. Like what these people say matter, because these are the people that know this person's darkest, deepest sins. Okay. And the friends are very patient, very compassionate. They may be older. Okay. Especially with the instances that I'm giving. Okay. But that's what we have here. It is what it is. We're ending. I got 2 more decks after this, but we do have deeper intimacy. Okay. So like I said, I mentioned the shadow, but listen and reflect. They're listening. They're taking the advice. The friends are giving advice for the best, especially if they like you or if they see this connection as something that makes sense, that is good for you and specifically this person long term. Okay. So this person's listening. And the deeper intimacy. The deeper intimacy in the shadow could be being completely transparent. Okay? Letting you see aspects that you're not used to seeing, being very open about everything. On the lightest of sense, talks about deeper intimacy, right? The feelings of emotional closeness and love allow you to feel safe, desired, and more connected to your partner. Okay? So this is a potential incoming energy, this devotion. I'll just take it because I almost like bent that card, but it says a dedicated partner whose love is unconditional and eternal. So confirmation for that lighter side. Those are the themes that this person's talking about, but I do see this as action, listening, reflecting, and then deeper intimacy with you, especially where we talk about long-term connections or the potential for such, because that's the bottom of your reset when I cleansed with the intention of your pile. I feel so easygoing. Nothing about this is going to, if you're in a stressful situation, it's not going to be stressful for very long. And if you're like the type that kind of thrives on stress and chaos, like if you're the type that is very combative and possibly loud, I'm not saying you at all. Like, because I don't feel, I'm getting that this person is not like that, or at least they're not like that with the people they know and trust best. So if they're like that with you, because this is compassionate, patient, quiet, let me mind my tone, my manners energy. So if they don't do that with you, you're already a shadow. Okay? Like, because I get a vibe that some of you, either one or both of you is kind of out of character, and that's part of some of the possible troubles. You deserve loved. Marriage. The wedding in reverse did just try to jump out, but I'm not going to take it because I don't want to take anything that hits the floor. I've been trying to do that less because some of you stepped in with that energy. But what I was saying is this person doesn't seem like the aggressive, combative type. Like, so like when it comes to arguments, it's more of a debate and calm tone. So if you're like the type to yell, that's a thing. And it's a compatibility thing because the people this person's surrounded by, like that's not how we speak to people kind of a vibe. I don't know why that came through for some of you, but we've got lighter side of the pile. I love it. Look at you. Flirt and attraction. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Beautiful energy. This person is going to step out of their own way for my connections where we're talking about repairing or working through personal demons or demons as a couple. And when we talk about individuals where it's like new and this person is just like way ahead of themselves and possibly scared to like pursue deeper, the friends are like, get out of your own way. You deserve love. Look at that. You're lovable. Yeah, they're saying like you deserve love. Like don't hold yourself back because of whatever past, whatever you feel like you did, or whatever the stuff is, okay? I don't want to pull from Melanin Pop today. Like, what is going on? I'll pull one. Oshun is here. Rebel is here. Tradition is here. I made like, let me just pull the one. Let me just pull the one. I'm like, I'm not pulling out because I'm trying to use this deck less because they don't make it no more. Like they don't make it anymore. Be a powerful woman's at the bottom. So I'm like trying to like preserve it because like it does not exist. Like if I do something to this deck, it's over. So let me just get the one card. You've got this groupie energy, shallow fan, stalking lust. Okay. We've got powerful man. And walking away. Okay, so I'm just gonna let that be what it is. It was very clear, very clear. That's why I like that deck. If they have suspicions about you, especially when we're talking about you being feminine in expression, and like it doesn't have to be literal. If they just do not see you as a fit for this person long term, or where this person's trying to go, right? It's not gonna work. Okay, so let me. I saw, what did I say? I know I saw tradition. I did see Oshun. That's part of the reason why I was like, let me just take the, I do see ending of a proposal here. And commitment was the first one, especially where it's already been elusive. Let me hurry up because it's getting longer. But what I was saying is I did see powerful man. I saw powerful woman. I saw groupie, which groupie could be like lacking. And it doesn't have to be gender specific. I mentioned that for a lot of you, and I do have a largely feminine audience. But I mean, it could be any type of couplings because everyone's welcome here, all gender expressions, all sexuality. So something about the energy, like the shadow side may be giving off to these people. Ooh, excuse me, I'm clearing energy. Yeah. And I'm getting overheated. I'm getting really hot. So someone like, I don't know if that's you starting to feel the pressure of this. Someone's starting to feel the heat. Okay. Someone's starting to feel the heat. And I don't know what's going on. So let me wrap this up because I'm gonna go get some water and take a break before this next pile because it's something. Okay, so let me get my last card. What is this person? Okay, real deal. Let go. So and it landed on you deserve love. So the friends are saying you deserve love. You deserve real deal love. Okay. Let go. So that's either oh, look at the fall leaf. I mentioned the time of year. Look at you. It says let go and allow yourself to like fall in love with this person, fall deeper in love with this person, or let go and find something real. Okay, that is what I have. I'm closing it out because it's already longer than I want it to be. Huge things regarding the future. What is that? Fireworks. Huge things regarding the future. Okay, so that is all I have for you today, pile one. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 2. I'm like trying something, like, I don't know, something about your crush, whoever you're asking about, they may be adjusting, needing to adjust, something about either their approach or just adjust. And I hope I'm not affecting the sound while I'm trying to adjust. But I'm done. I've adjusted. Everything's fine now. And maybe this is going to be a theme for your reading. So one thing I want to acknowledge is it's not the loudest cupcake, but your cupcake, it is a bit distinct. It's the only, to my knowledge, because I have no idea what the other two that are upcoming are, I'm gonna be honest with you, but this is chocolate. It's very clearly chocolate, and it has a very distinct sunflower on top. So I'm gonna call your person the chocolate sunflower just because that's easy for me. I'll refer to you as pile number 2. Somebody's really trucking along on the road outside, so maybe this person's gonna like speed up in some way. I don't know. But for those of you that are new, I read past, present, and incoming energy. And I read from a polarity, which means there's often a light and a shadow side, but you have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey. If you get confused, go back to the intro. I explained it. Okay, I did explain it in a way that may help you, may support you. But yeah, let me see. I don't know. I feel like I want to just take a minute and pause and just make sure I'm ready. I don't know, something about making sure you're ready. I don't know what's up. Let's see what's at the bottom of your reset. We've got alchemy, so maybe someone's taking a pause to change, to shift. There's a lot of orange here, which sacral chakra energy, a little bit of red, which is root, purple, violet, which would be crown, connecting with all. But talks about memories, magical ability. I say memories, remembrance, magical ability, and all of the things. So tapping into ancient knowledge. Yeah, something about this person, they whatever they're talking to their friends, alchemizing some kind of situation. Okay, so let me get your card. We'll keep trucking along and see. We'll see. Tell me about this this chocolate sunflower. What is this chocolate sunflower telling their friends about pile 2? I feel like I'm starting this a little more excited. I almost said a little more engaged, but I'm very engaged with these readings, even if I feel slightly spaced out. Those of you that are new, I am a channel, okay? Which means I have actual psychic ability. I do not read. I read cards. I've studied cards. I understand them a lot. I've studied them for many, many years. Tarot and oracle and just intuitive reading, but I'm a medium and I can see, okay? It's very important to know. I mean, it's not. Some people get freaked out. Some people are shocked when they watch. They're like, oh my gosh, that's so unique how you do that. It's not really, but you know. Somebody rambles. Could be I heard that it could be a spirit guide. One of you may have a spirit guide that rambles. Whether that's someone that that's just truly just a spirit guide that has always been a spirit guide, or if it's someone you knew in this life. It could honestly, some of you it's gonna be your crush. Some of you it's you. Because again, I stepped into you and or this person's energy. All right. Give me and that was a long intro. So whatever I was rambling about just now could be relevant in some way. Maybe someone just really likes to explain things. Maybe this person is explaining a lot of things to the friends. What is this? Chocolate sunflower telling their friends about my pile number 2. Got it. Okay. Making sure this is a very particular person. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's what it is. This is a very particular person you're asking about. They're going to be that pile. I say that because it's a little bit of an uptight energy, and it's going to be an energy that makes sure that I'm very particular about how I place the cards, because I can be that way. I like things to be neat and organized, but you may be seeing 444 a lot. But yeah, you actually, that reduces to 4, and that's not why I said that. Yeah, it's going to be very particular. Someone that hesitates a lot, someone that overthinks a lot, over explains, because I do that. I'm very aware that I do that, but it's really bad. Okay, I feel like I just wasted so much time. Coherence, trying to make sure that things are coherent and flowing properly, trying to control everything. That's this person. Maybe that's what the friends are telling them. Maybe that's the conversation. Okay, the frequency of coherence. And I'm like, some of you did come over from the lighter side of pile 2 of 1. Like, yeah, because you're in your right pile. If you came from pile 1, the lighter side, you're in your right pile. Because I was very distinct in making sure that that was the only side that, based on the way I read it, would come over. But it was a lot, and I feel like here, I'm still warm. I'm cooling down a little bit. The energy just clears, a whole new pile. I feel very distinct energy from this pile. The pile is very strong energy, okay? But I'm warm, a little overheated now still. And I don't know, something about this person, they may be very nervous, very antsy. I don't know. But I need to ground it, because it's going to be chaotic if we have to do this, the whole pile. All right, the frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. And I'm realizing that I explained all of my spiritual gifts because all of them just stepped in just now. I ended up having to use them because stepping into this person was a lot. So trying to control everything, that's what this talks about. Okay, so that's the conversation. So something regarding trying to control everything, right? Knowing how to speak, how you're feeling, communicating effectively how you feel, making sure you're expressing yourself in the way that you intend to, making sure this person knows to not micromanage everything. That's what's going on with the whatever conversations this person's having. Okay, yeah, look at you. You're definitely seeing fours, because when I said the 444, it was 4 minutes and 44 seconds of recording your pile. You're not going to see that because I split these up, so it's not going to be the same time for you. But 13 reduces to 4, and we talk about harmonizing the heart with the mind, okay? For efficiency, because optimal ability feels like efficiency. The friends are telling this person, like, you could be a lot more efficient with pile number 2 if you would just lighten up a little bit or whatever the thing is. I don't know. But number 4, the heart chakra. The frequency of the heart chakra, the green flower of life, supports our capacity to love deeply and unconditionally. Its healing properties harmonize the mind and the body. Feels like trust issues when we talk about loving deeply and unconditionally. Unconditionally feels like letting go and flowing and not trying to control things. So something about control, right? And all of the things like that. So let me put these down. Now this is a friend. This is a friend. So some of you are asking about a friend, but this is a person. Some of you, they're talking to a friend of yours, or maybe a mutual friend, but this person is saying to the friends, and it is very sweet. They're like, they like you so much, they don't know what to do. Okay. When we're talking pure crush. Okay. Even if not, like whatever stage of the connection, they're so invested that they're concerned that they're gonna ruin it some way. So they overreact. Like this person is overreacting by a lot. Like I feel like stepping into this person, it's got me like hot, starting to sweat a little bit. May have to adjust the air in a second if I feel like I need to pause, but like a little winded. Like this person is a lot. Like this person is overreacting a little bit to you. Okay, whether I don't know what the stage of the connection is. Okay, I don't know, but I don't even have a shadow yet. The shadow is this person's nerves. Okay, that's what I'm getting. The shadow is this person's nerves. This person's very nervous, very nervous. So like if we're talking pure crush, this is someone that's like really trying to like micromanage their approach, like really trying to like they're overreacting every action, right? Like it's a lot. Okay, let me pull from the tarot. Yeah, I got the confirmation outside. Somebody's like living their best life, tooting the horn for somebody to come out so that they don't have to go knock on the door. Let me see. Tell me more about my pile. Oh, okay, that was very swift. So whatever this is, it's incoming energy and it's very swift. So the friends are either saying this very quickly, they're saying this like possibly even real time, or about to say this to the friends, or this is something this person's going to do because it just, okay. Shadow. This is the moon. Okay, so number 18, the moon. So it's ruled by Pisces energy. Okay, and it talks about the unknown. It talks about hidden things. It talks about literally facing your shadow, facing your fears. But there's an uncertainty. So this may be someone that's saying to the friends, I'm not sure how pile 2 feels. I'm not sure if pile 2 is even interested, would be interested. I don't know if pile 2 feels we're ready to take whatever the next step is. Nervous, right? It's also a very pessimistic person. So they're like thinking the worst. They're thinking like that's the type of person that will step in and be like, I'm the shadow in this pile. I know that I am. Even though that I haven't picked up on a shadow, like this person's like, like if this person would come and be like, I'm the shadow for sure. Like just because that's this person's nature. Okay. And some of you may actually mirror because shadow here looks like a mirror. So that's funny that came through like that. But moon rules emotions. talks about feelings, expressing feelings. So this person's gonna have to, like, they're talking about acknowledging their feelings internally within themselves and figuring out the nerves. And they're also talking about expressing the feelings and how to express the feelings in a genuine, authentic way. Okay? Regardless of the stage of the connection. Okay? Let me get 2 more. Tell me more about my pile number 2, please. Okay, so whatever they're talking to with the friends is very quick. Quick conversations, fast-paced. Doesn't feel loud, very quick, very clear, very fast-paced, because I can't even get the question out. Like, I'm trying to say, like I can't even fully say, what is the chocolate sunflower saying about pile 2 to I'm not even getting that out. Like, sometimes this person like sees the friends immediately and they're like, let me talk to you about pile 2. Let me ask you about pile 2. Like, it's that quick, okay? Because you have the Ace of Air, which is the Ace of Swords, triumphant success. So how do I make this work? How do I get what I want out of the situation with pile 2? Like, what's the best course of action? Like, you know, I will say whatever the friends are saying and how they're saying, because it's a lot. It's a lot of talking. It's very quick. Like, honestly, sometimes this person might not even remember some of the conversations they have with some of the friends just because it's like that. And so, very antsy energy, okay? So, but there is a clarity, right? That's either happening now, incoming, quickly, or something. Like, it feels like a revelation, especially where we talk about things that have previously been confusing or previous uncertainty, right? Because shadow into this clarity of the Ace of Swords feels like a realization, an awakening, or an answer, okay? And so whatever the answer is, feels like it's likely going to create some coherence and light up this person's heart chakra. So I don't know what the friends are saying or like what's happening specifically, but this person's feeling really good about it, about to feel really good about it, because it's all incoming very rapidly energy. Like, I know I said I read past, present, incoming, and it could still be past if I'm reading past, like as in, like, if I'm reading past for some of you, then that means it's okay, in the past when this happened, it came in quickly, this clarity, and you'll remember it. But for those of you that are watching it like present, something truly is incoming that's like making this person feel really good. So I don't know what's going on, but it is clarity. I even see this person telling the friends like, oh, I'm going to make it very clear to pile 2. I'm going to make it very clear to pile 2. Because this is someone that really is invested, okay? I'm not getting a shadow because, I mean, I honestly don't really know why. I think the shadow is just this person. We'll see. I still have some more decks, so let me just keep pulling. But I feel like so far the shadow is nerves and anxiety and all of the things, because, like, where would the shadow here be? The shadow, because, I mean, the shadow would be it's confusion and leaving it alone. Like, that's just it. Where I say, like, because I feel like a lot of crushes. It's like, it feels like true crush. And when I see connections here, it feels like next step. Like, it feels like nerves regarding a next step. So like, this would be like, okay, proposal type energy, exclusive type energy. That's like, maybe we should start talking about having kids type energy, like something, because there's a reason for the nerves. I'm talking too much. I am, because whatever, especially those of you that are in connections, I'm talking too much. I'm ruining something. Like, this person's thinking, contemplating something that they're not ready to talk to you about yet, or are stepping into being ready to talk to you about, and I'm talking a little bit too much about it, okay? That's what's happening. Yeah. Because I'm exceptionally hydrated. Today I have no reason to be raspy. No reason. Like, I had water, I had tea, I had, like, I mean, I did have a little coffee, but I got an early start today. Feeling very productive. So, I was up before the sun today. Look at me. So, this person may do that. You may do that. I don't know, but I felt the need to share that with you. Let me see. Give me more. Tell me more about what this sunflower, this chocolate sunflower, what's this chocolate sunflower saying to the friends? The chocolate sunflower saying to the friends. Well, there's a lot of blue on the table. And that's swords, that's air. So air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius stepping in. But heartache and loss. So I mentioned the shadow. Honestly, some of you I mentioned where we talk about attachments and it's not going to work. Just feels like a lot of confusion, a lot of emotions, a lot of anxiety, a lot of trouble. And this person's wanting to just leave it alone on the shadow. Literally have shadow on the pile. I think they put that here to make sure I know like it's not going to be a dominant shadow. The shadow is what it is. It's like a lot of confusion. It's creating stress on both parties and it's just leave it alone. But on the lightest of sense, the shadow is just anxiety, nerves, fear of heartache and loss, fear of rejection. There's a huge theme of fear of rejection. That's why the shadow isn't so dominant, because so many nerves on the table. I don't have time for a shadow. I don't have time for a shadow. We don't have time for a shadow. But yeah, this person's really worried about being rejected, whether shooting their shot as a crush, asking the next stages of like making sure you two are on the same page regarding the level of the connection. Like, are we exclusive? Are we truly together? Are we like about to be engaged? Are we ready for children? Are we, whatever the thing is, moving in? See, this melanin pop deck wants to speak, and I cannot, because I'm trying to preserve it. Let me just I'll split it. How about that? I'll split it and see what comes out, because I want to they don't make it anymore. Like, I'm not, the bottom of your reset from the previous piles will walk away. So endings where it's a shadow, but we have the Virgin. Okay, so some of you, this person's very inexperienced regarding where the connection is headed. Like, they're not used to this level of commitment that either they feel you would require of them, or that the next step would be, right? Whether we're talking about moving in, having kids, getting married, whatever the thing. Okay. And the friends are actually like, oh, you're so sweet, you're so innocent. Some of you, the friends are describing you as sweet and innocent, like really good for the person, like for the chocolate sunflower, or the friends are like, oh, you're so sweet, being all nervous. I'm actually getting a really, I mentioned a really antsy energy. Like, it's not very loud, but it's very antsy. Some of you, the friends are teasing the chocolate sunflower, because they're like, oh, look at you, you're so sweet like a virgin. Oh, look at you, like all like in love, or like all like nervous, all scared of how to. That's what I'm getting. But I want to preserve this deck, because if it's gone, it's gone. They don't make it anymore. So let me see what's at the bottom. Passion ignited. Oh, look at you. I love it, because I like to use these two decks in conjunction, because they're like they kind of align. Like, there's chakras here, and I know there's chakras there, so that's why you see them in combination on the channel, because I like that I like when the synchronicities happen. But we've got this passion ignited. This is the Ace of Wands. So yeah, I mentioned the friends like teasing the person, and like, because it's bad nerves. Like, this person is like so distressed about whatever, okay, and the friends are like, oh, you're so cute, because heart chakra. Let me see if I can hold this right, because I'm still overheated from this pile, by the way. So like, I'm struggling a little bit myself, because I'm in this person's energy. But passion ignited and heart chakra. So look at that lit apart space. That's so sweet. That's how this person feels about you, and that's how the friends can see it, and that's what the friends are saying. It's so obvious, and like I said, it's not very loud energy, but it is very I don't want to say rah rah. I don't know. Like, it just, the friends are like really on this person about, oh, look at you, all sweet and like crush. Especially depending on the age. Like, if you're more mature, and if it's not this person's nature, definitely making sure like this person knows. Like, the friends are definitely making sure this person knows, like, oh, we see how you're like out of character. That's cute. So let me pull from these astrology based oracle decks, and then yeah, this person's afraid of making sure you're on the same page regarding how they feel. And then, like, they're honestly one, the other, possibly both. No, one or the other. Yeah, I got the confirmation. The friends either like can see this person's, like if you know the friends, I don't know, it's going to be different for all of you. If you know the friends or the friend, it could be one. We do have the Ace of Swords. If this person, like the friends are like, oh, I see how you are with Pao 2. Like I see how, you know, Pao 2 has you acting and all of the things. Or this person, like, and like this person doesn't want them to know, right? With the moon, because this is shadow, this is like hiding, and the friends are like, it's blatantly obvious you're not doing a good job at all of hiding it, not from us or from anybody else where that's applicable. And when this person's like actually talking to the friends, you actually do have two aces, so there's something ignited. They're talking about something they're going to get started, but they do share with the friends like, oh, this is really like Pal number 2. Pal 2 may be the one, depending on the stage of the connection and all of the things. But there's a lot of passion, a lot of heart space energy here. Okay, so let me, all right, pull more. Tell me more about my Pal number 2, please. What is the chocolate sunflower saying about... I don't really want that, but I mean, I guess I don't get to choose the cards. Because this actually came up. This is confirmation. You do have two aces, which is initiating cardinal energy. Technically, because this is kind of like Aries Libra energy, could be relevant signs, could be relevant seasons. Okay, yeah, could be relevant signs, could be relevant seasons, because Ace of Fire would be Aries cardinal energy. Ace of Air would be Libra. Okay, lots of purple here. Purple is relevant in some way. Maybe you pick purple piles. Yeah, purple is relevant. Blue as well, because all of this air energy, but blue and purple, that's a thing, okay? Work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio, and then you've got the first quarter moon, your commitment is being tested. So, oh yeah, it feels like pure crush energy, or just early stages of whatever the next stage should be. Or, you know what I mean? Like, if you've been dating, like, ooh, it's time to have the conversation about being exclusive, and I'm nervous because I don't know if Pal 2's on the same page. Oh, we've been together a while, and I'm not, like, you know what I mean? Like, this person may be like, I'm not the type to, like, date for years. Like, should I mention getting married? Kind of a thing, depending on your stage. But it feels like pure crush, which was the intention. So look at you, Pal 2, but... working through your fears, your commitment is being tested. So this person's talking about mustering up the courage. The friends are like, when are you gonna go for it? This feels like someone that keeps avoiding or missing opportunities to actually initiating energy, the conversations they want to have. Okay, regardless of the stage of the connection, but it's still early, like initiating those conversations, because that is cardinal energy. We've got balance, spirituality, and practicality, full moon in Pisces. Okay, all right. I mentioned that Pisces is actually truly rules the moon card in tarot. So Pisces could be a relevant sign, or Pisces could just be that uncertainty, right? It could be the confusion of like this person not knowing how you feel, right? Some of you, that could symbolize this person's not actually talking to the friends, even if the friends knows this person's interested in someone. Even if they don't know you specifically, the friends know this person's interested in somebody because of how they're acting. Okay, and then full moon in Pisces happens during Virgo season. So I say made up, but initiating energy, aces initiating energy. So Aries, Libra energy of signs or seasons, Scorpio sign or season. Like, and when I say sign, I don't mean just sun, all placements. Pisces sign or season. It is Pisces season, so some of you real time. Virgo sign or season. That's what I got on my table. So let me pull from this other thing. Okay, I'm finally cooling down. Look at you. I'm excited because now it's like, because balance, spirituality, and practicality, let's talk about grounding your energy. And this person may be grounding their energy. Maybe that's what's coming in so hot, because the cards were coming in hot, and I do have two you know, initiating energy. So this person's starting to simmer down, starting to ground. Aries Libra axis actually talks about I versus others. So it is the axis of yourself and your identity versus your relationships. Okay. So yeah. And even at the bottom right here, you got house 7, which not there, is the house that rules relationships and formal commitments of all kinds. So all contracts, including potential marriage. Okay. All right. Tell me more. What's this? What's this? House 3. I don't know why I'm holding it like that, but we'll work with it. I'll take the one and I'll take the bottom. We've got house 3, which is it says early learning, childhood relations, rational mind, communication. It rules siblings and it rules early childhood. So it could be friends from early childhood, could be siblings, local community-based energy, because it rules short travels, right? But it does rule communication, right? It's ruled by the planet Mercury. Okay, so communication, intellect, over intellectualizing feelings could be a thing here, right? Is a thing, instead of rolling with passion, which good, this person's a grounded, logical person. I'll give them that, because you don't want to be led by passion, but you don't want to be so driven by logic that it throws you off, and it feels like that's what's kind of happening with this person. But yeah, this is ruled by sign of Gemini, so that's another sign energy on the table. But yeah, I mean, this person's really talking to somebody. They are talking to somebody, and they do want to have those conversations with you. They're talking about the conversations or the initiating of pursuit of you. Okay, Aquarius, originality, philanthropy, progressive imaginings. Aquarius talks about rebellious energy, so you could be unique, this person could be unique. It talks about shocks and surprises, so something about you, them, the connection may be shocking or surprising. It doesn't have to be a bad thing, because I don't get a heavy shadow. The just shadow that stepped through when I saw this talks about a shocking ending, or things being so unconventional, so shocking that it's going to end just due to discomfort, possibly on one or both sides. That's the only shadow, because like a shadow is this person's nerves, or it's just not going to work. Clean cut, dry. Okay. But yeah, so shocks, surprises, rules technology, that could be a relevant theme. And we talk about networking, we talk about collective spaces. So this could be community, collective energy, especially since we have local here and collective here. Okay, that's what we've got. Let me pull, I almost skipped this deck again. Let me pull from this deck and get more energy. What is this person telling their friends about my pile number 2? I know I didn't get necessarily specifics because this person is all over the place. You can't even blame it on the friends. I flipped something up wrong when I was doing this. You do have good fortune. You do have karmic justice. You do have blessed day. Okay. Oh no, I'm just holding it wrong. No. There's something here. There's something here. Cast away negativity. So those are all things that this person is discussing with the friends. Concealment, hiding their feelings. Look who's here. The sun is personality, so they're going to show their personality more. The friends are telling them to do that, or they're like trying to figure out how to do that. But I'm going to let cardinal sit because I was talking about that here. So all of the cardinal signs are Aries, they're Libra, it is Cancer and Capricorn. Those are the signs, and that's relevant because we talk about seasons. So far we've got the beginning of seasons, ending of seasons. I'm not going to count Scorpio because that's mostly just this person's nature, because I've got Pisces twice, which is a mutable sign, right? And then Gemini is a mutable sign. Virgo is a mutable sign. So beginning of seasons, end of seasons. Okay, those are relevant time periods or signs. Because we could be talking about birthdays. What am I doing? I'm messing up. This person's, they can't focus. I'll say that much. They're having difficulty focusing. Because look at me with this deck. So this person's having trouble focusing and they're making errors. Like they're messing up. Okay, let me fix this. Because stepping into this person's energy really messed up this pile. Okay. Look at this. How did I do this? But that's this person. That's how this person may get clumsy when you're around. Oh, you see. I'm really messed this up. And look, how did that card even get in reverse? This person doesn't feel like you would like them. They feel they don't feel charismatic enough. Like I did see the sun personality, something about the personality. I see some self-esteem issues here. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my goodness. I really messed up this deck. All right, well, the good thing is when I split it, I did see good fortune, so it's gonna work out. Wait a minute. Look at this. How did I mess up this deck so badly? Magical power. I've never done this before. Happiness. Learn the truth. Oh, you got this person acting so out of character, Pao-Tu. Destiny. This person is like sprung in love. Heart fluttering. Like this person, like, that's why the friends are like the way that they are. That's why it's so chaotic, because like this person is acting out of character. It's a lot. Okay. Let me see, Pao-Tu. Tell me more, because I don't want this to be super long. But it already is, because I messed up the deck in a way. But I mean, they are grounding their energy. They're starting to feel a little more fortunate and charismatic. So let me get my one card. Tell me about my pile number 2. What is I'm feeling forgetful now. What is it called? Because the screen went out with it. The chocolate sunflower. Yeah, what's the chocolate sunflower telling their friends about pile number 2? All right, this is another incoming energy. The good thing is that the incoming energy is grounded energy. Grounded, stable energy, okay? Casting away of negativity. Yeah, letting go of that negative perspective. Because obviously you like this person. You're asking about them. So, but they don't seem sure in the crush stage. Or like when we talk about like furthering the connection, they're not sure, okay? They're not sure if you're on the same page, okay? Luna, more moon. Yeah, they're not sure. That confusion. Because when we talk about the moon, something about the moon cycles could be very relevant, okay? Just because we've got the like moon energy 2 times, okay? And then or nighttime, evening could be relevant. I read that way sometimes. Feelings, emotions, intuition are huge themes here. If you are feminine in expression, this person really, like I got like all kinds of physical attraction just now, and I don't normally get that. I consider like the moon to be more like maternal energy, like healing energy, which is on the pile. But this person's like either telling the friends, or the friends are telling them, like to get them to admit that they like you, where they know that that's a thing, or like where the friends can tell that like they're like secretly liking somebody, but they don't know who, because like you don't know the friends, you've never experienced the friends. They're like, oh, you know, this is really attractive. You know what I mean? Like, these are the types of people that are attractive where they don't know you at all. But where they do know you, they're like, oh, you know, certain body types are really attractive. Because I'm getting like heart chakra, right? And I'm getting like, I associate lunar energy with curvy energy. Because when we talk about the moon, and even astrologically speaking, Cancer placements are ruled by the moon, tend to be a little more rounder, curvier. That could be you, doesn't have to be. Okay? Or I could be describing this person, truly. Because there's always a polarity. Sometimes when I have to pick a side, or like if it's a lot, if the energy is a lot, I may read dominantly from whatever one is prominent perspective, which my audience is a dominantly feminine audience, so I may do that. But yeah, something about being very physically attractive, specifically my feminines that are very feminine in appearance, okay? I got that. All right, let me get ready to close this out, because this person was so antsy and so nervous the whole pile that like the energy is grounding now. But I'm a little tired. Like, I don't know, like it's like exhausting. It's a little bit exhausting. So something about this person, something is exhausting. So let me close this out with my last three love decks. Tell me from the love specific decks, what is the chocolate sunflower telling Pao-Tu, telling the friends about Pao-Tu? Oh, they're going to tell you something soon. Because why am I saying telling Pao-Tu? What are they telling the friends about Pao-Tu? Well, they're going to tell you something soon, okay? Because I got a lot going on. Something about expressing the feelings may be shocking and surprising. All right, well, we got this harmony. There seems to be some disconnect. Use this time to address any issues to restore harmony in this relationship. Oh, this is a very direct energy, right? Like, this person's probably going to be super direct about it. At least that's the conversation with the friends. It's like, be very direct. Like, just open your mouth and talk to Pao-Tu about the fact that you want to take the relationship to the next level, or shoot your shot. Like, that's what the friends are saying. All right. That's why you have castaway negativity. Like, stop acting like that, especially with all of the nerves. And we do have faith. So the friends are like encouraging, like, hey, we think Pao-Tu likes you back, or we think Pao-Tu is wanting the next steps with you as well. And then, because it says trust and believe that love is here to stay this time around. Don't let fear or doubt interfere. Trust the divine. So that's the energy here. Have faith says, like, be a little more confident than that. Stop handling yourself like that. I don't know why it's a thing. But we have telepathy. We think you're on the same page. That's what the friends are saying. Pay attention to the telepathic messages that are being sent and received at the same time. The friends are like, we think, based on what we know about Pao-Tu is interested in going further with you, whatever stage of the connection. And we've got forgive and heal. As you forgive and heal, your love life begins brighter and healthier. Any past traumas, the friends are like, let that go. Why are you letting that stop you? We also, where these are connections, because it wasn't a strong connection, like attachment based, like current relationships. But if that's a thing, any past issues, talking about healing that, right? Like healing, like working, taking the steps towards healing that, where that is applicable, possibly relying on your faith to help support you in getting back on the same page. And obviously the other shadow is just, it's not going to work due to whatever. Okay. All right. Two more. Let me get this. Tell me, what is the chocolate sunflower saying about my pile number 2 to the friends? There we go. Regarding Aquarius, possible shock surprises. So we've got passion 2 times. Passion 2 times. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Oh, see that? See that shadow? And this is the 9 of Pentacles, which talks about single individual energy. So if we're talking about crushes, this person wants to see if you're attached to anyone. They want to know if you're single. Like asking the friends if they know where that is applicable, telling the friends they need to find out for sure, telling the friends they need to make sure you know they're single. Where we're talking about connections, I do see a potential, like on that shadow where all of this good stuff isn't you, and it's healing and all the things, and the disharmony. It keeps landing on Aquarius, which is shocks and surprises, and that's an initiating of something. I don't want to say a shocking ending could be pending for some of you, but it could. Whether it's for this person to pursue their personal individual passion, or if they're finding passion somewhere else. I don't see strong indicators of like finding passion with someone else. I do see forgive and heal. So maybe that's an indicator, but it feels like, where there's a shocking ending, this person's going to like go chase passion. Okay. And in most instances, it's like personal passion. Okay, because that is, when I talk about the signs that I associate there, it's I versus my relationships. So like forfeiting a relationship for yourself and your own personal identity and self. Okay. I heard distance makes the heart grow fonder. So passion, especially those of you where it has been a separation, right? Where we're talking about connections, they're wanting to heal. The separation is making them realize what they want, or more certain in that, like, right? More passion, okay? And we got getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, the bond deepens. Passion into separation. This person, on the crush sense, is not really wanting to keep doing the thing where they're super nervous and not shooting their shot, because passion and separation feels like someone getting more passionate the more they avoid their feelings. So we do have a getting to know each other, and they're talking about that with the friends, and the friends are encouraging them. But yeah, that's the thing, okay? So let me get my last card. I did see captured when I split the deck. Give me my last message. What is the sunflower, chocolate sunflower cupcake telling the friends about pile number 2? All right. Okay, so I'll take, okay. Oh, okay. Sometimes that happens and it even freaks me out, the reader. What's this one? We've got not now. So that could be an indicator of distance. So maybe timing is key. Timing is key. We have a clock. I thought about putting that back. I don't know. I feel like some of them are like not now, and the friends are like yes right now, or like right now, like, because not now is kind of that avoidant energy. But I like when that happened. Like, so we got love nest, right? We do have love nest. Some of you, the not now is the shadow of this person's not ready, right? Because where I'm talking about this person's antsy about initiating next steps, some of you, the person's is antsy about the clock ticking and feeling pressured or worried, you know what I mean? And or not being ready and being afraid to mention that, right? With the not now. But love nest, some of you next steps, this person's like, let's start the family, let's get engaged, let me shoot my shot, kind of a vibe, okay? And chemistry. So that's the one that flipped itself out. Chemistry, playing into the chemistry, feeling very, very lucky in love, shooting their shot, taking the gamble, taking the risk. That's what the friends are telling them. That's what they're talking about with the friends. Honestly, it feels like next steps, okay? That's what it feels like, just because it's very aggressive. I mean, not aggressive. Nothing about this pile is aggressive. It's not even a loud pile. It's more of a like a busy. It's busy. It's very active, right? So I'm going to close it out. That is all I have for you today, pile number 2. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 3. Let's see what your crush tells their friends about you. I mean, I labeled it what people say. I didn't get that huge theme in piles 1 and 2. I actually forgot about it. So maybe pile 3 is going to be like kind of a bit of a reputation reading as well, like a tap in with that, because I completely forgot that question was there until I got to this pile. So I don't know what it is. I mean, maybe it's the nature of the cupcake, because it's the one with the sprinkles all surrounding it. It's like infringing on and intruding on the other space of the other cupcakes. It's got this huge bouquet on the top. It's got an umbrella. So you may attract a lot of attention, okay? Or maybe your person does, but it just feels like attention, because I'm going to put that in. I mean, I kind of have to aim for it now if I'm going to put it in the title. I mean, technically what the friends say, it's what people say. So, and I think I may have gotten that. Anyway, for those of you that are new, I read past, present, and incoming energy. And I read from a polarity, which, you know, light, shadow. So you're going to have to find yourself in a lesson, in a journey. Okay. And if you get confused about which side you fall on, go to the intro. I definitely kind of gave some feedback on how to identify yourself in the intro. Okay. I'm going to call this person either the umbrella or the umbrella bouquet, because that's just going to be easier to give it a name. And then I'll refer to you as pile 3. What is at the bottom of your resets? Oh, look at you. Number 33, the miracle. You chose pile 3 and you got 3. So maybe you always pick pile 3. Maybe 3 is just a thing, but something about the number 3, and miracles. So something about a miracle. Okay. All right, let me see what's going on. I feel like this came out recently, that miracle card. I feel like it came out in the last reading, but I don't necessarily remember. I don't remember where, but I remember seeing it. So it's interesting. It came back out because the reason why it's interesting is because I've had this deck for years. You haven't, if you've been watching the channel, you have not seen it probably in a year or two, you know, outside of recently, because I just, sometimes I get in my groove of using specific decks, but I haven't seen that card, I don't think, in years. And that's why I bring that up. So all of a sudden it's popping up 2 days. I mean, not 2 days in a row, but 2 readings in a row. So, and then the energy of a miracle is very distinct, right? You remember seeing a card like miracle because what's the miracle? So I wonder what they're telling the friends regarding a miracle, but they're telling the friends something regarding a miracle, okay? I'm talking too much because I got the rasp, which if you watched any of the previous piles, I got an early start today. I drank a lot of liquids. Like, I'm feeling great. And I also, like, I was up before the sun and all of the things. And also, I literally took a break after pile 2. Like, I ate and like I had all kinds of liquids after that too. So I don't know what's going on with the talking too much. I'm talking too much. And I'm even rambling a little more. And the birds are chirping outside, if you can hear. So there's a lot of conversations happening about you with this crush, okay? Like, the umbrella bouquet has a lot to say about pile 3, apparently. Let's be nosy and see. Let's see. That's not the card. I wanted it. So something, it's like slips right from under or like right in your face. What is this? We've got remembrance. I'll take 2 because I feel like I should do like I normally do and take a card. There's a lot going on because the birds are really like, I'm taking notice of the birds now. But remembrance, okay? So something about memories, remnants, and all of the things. It says that it supports our memory of everything that we have, that we've gone through as a soul in body, providing us with valuable information and tools to flow gracefully with and in this life. Okay, so something about memories, something about experiences, valuable information and tools talks about. So like maybe it's conversations this person has with you they're talking about, like this person saying you have a lot of knowledge. This person thinks that you're very intelligent. But again, something about like memories and experiences, okay? So there's a realization, letter R could be relevant. Oh, you got 37 and 38. I'm not going to pull realization. I said I was going to pull another one. But let me just, well, you got tantric journey. That's like a little bit of a sensual energy. I'm not going to lie. You got divine feminine. Let me just take what I have. I don't, because these cards are large and I don't want to, there's some hesitation with this person. That's a conversation as well. But I'm going to take it. Something about steps. Again, letter R could be relevant, but realization, remembrance. And just so we can, realization, again, supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression of the world. So something about, they're telling the friends they think you would help them be the best version of themselves, okay? Like highest expression of self feels like that. Realization into remembrance feels like a realizing of a remembrance. Like, so this person may have a revelation regarding a memory. Some of you, this person remembers you from somewhere, or you remind them of something from their past and they've realized that. That could be a topic. I heard, then I realized in my head. Some of you, this is remembering a feeling. So regardless of stage of connection, could be new, could be current, could be maturing, like remembering. Because even if this is a connection that has ended or is ending, I can see that reflecting on the way they used to feel, having realizations regarding the past, things like that. Okay. And 37, 38 is steps. At the bottom of your reset here, you got the lovers. Oh yeah. On a lighter sense, this is a person that's like falling deeper, whatever the stage. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't get a heavy X or whatever. Some of you the friends, but like in other piles, but here some of the friends are saying like, ooh, like that umbrella really messed up with pile 3. They're gonna regret that, or they realize that they've messed up. Like, ooh, like pile 3 isn't oh, maybe you're not the same. Maybe that's what the friends are saying. You're not the same without the umbrella, or the umbrella is not the same without you. Could be a thing. For better for worse, I'm talking too much. I don't know that I've ever gotten this energy in a friend reading, so let me keep going, because that could be a shadow, or even neutral energy, honestly. Tell me more about this umbrella bouquet. What are they telling their friends? What's the conversations with? Because the way it's going, I'm like, what's the conversations that the umbrella's friends are having, or that the umbrella is having with the friends regarding pile number 3? And I'm talking too much. I'm getting the rasp, which makes absolutely no sense. There's some days where I'm like, I know I could have had more of the water. I probably could have drank a little more, like hydrating tea. Not today. Today is not one of those days, so I'm talking too much. That's what's going on. Let me see. Pile 3. Let's see what's going on. Now I feel invested, like I want to support my pile 3. 37, 38 is like steps. So something about steps. Like someone may be taking steps and having realizations regarding steps, next steps, or historical steps. Give me a dragging of the feet. Oh yeah, you hear it? You hear it? No reason for that. Absolutely no reason for that. Clarity. And that's also like acknowledging, like, yeah, I'm speaking on things that some people may not want me repeating. I don't know who you're asking about. So, you know, we've got triumphant success. All right. That's the Ace of Swords. So it talks about clarity, revelations, comprehension, understanding, awareness. Somebody's got to regret. Somebody's got to regret. Listen, there's absolutely no reason for this rise. I'm actually getting a little bit annoyed because I was prepared for this reading. And now, or maybe like if you're feeling, like some of you may have allergies, or if you're feeling a little raspy in your throat, get it looked at. Or maybe this person has that, could be that as well. But like there's a clarity, like this person's telling their friends they realize something about you regarding their memories, for better, for worse. If we're talking about a historical time. When we're talking about current, this person's like you remind them of somebody, or they remember like something about memories. But there's a heavy emphasis on the past here. So even if this is new, they're talking about past experiences with you still. Like telling stories about, like, it could be literally the best. Like if you went on a trip, like telling the stories about the trip and how great it was, could be that. Just reflecting, or could be comparing you to people of their past, depending on who you're asking about, comparing you to people they're currently engaging. You know, like I see that. Oh, that got really clear when I said that. So some of you, you may be asking about an ex. Y'all always come here asking about certain types of people and then get mad when shadows come out. Look at you. Let me see. What are they telling the friends? Oh, okay. So this is the star, hope. So it's Aquarius, shocking energy. So something might be surprising, right? So this is a person that's reflecting, someone that may have an awareness that may be very surprising. I don't know what you got going on. I don't know what kind of life you live in. Like I say that because like, what's this person so surprised about? On the lightest of sense, something about you engaging them and the way you two interact and the way you're dating and the way that you're developing the connection is surprising. Like steps, each step they learn something, they realize something, and it's surprising in the best way with that hope. Like they like you more and more as they get to know you. Okay, on the lightest side, that's what they're telling the friends. Like they're like, listen, pile 3 is amazing. Everything that anyone could ever want in a partner, pile 3, like, and like the more time I spend with pile 3, the better it gets. Okay, that's what I'm getting from this person on the lightest sense, because like it's like everything I could have hoped for in a partner, in the most shocking of ways. Something about shocking and surprising energy coming through, because again, Aquarius, Uranus energy, and it is 11th house of like community and collective spaces. So those could be relevant themes, or situations where the people they're talking to. But some of you, there's a remembering and a realization happening with someone that you may not be with. Okay, or someone that may be trying to engage you again. I get that for some of you, but it feels like, and I'm not gonna lie, it kind of feels like a little bit of, some of you, it's either this person sees something happening where they're like, look at pile 3, good for them. Some of you, it's kind of a regretful energy of a hoping, right? You remember hoping that they have a chance, okay? So it could be any of this energy when we talk about this historical tie. But I get that here. And I'm hearing like some of the friends are like, I hope, the umbrella bouquet can work things out with pile 3. Pile 3 was really good. I don't know. Some of you may actually like, because it feels like it feels more like, that's why I was emphasizing this, what people say. That's why at the beginning, because this is more like of a collective space. This is more like acquaintances of people that know of you. So like if you were married to somebody for a really long time, that's one example. And like a lot of people knew, they're like, oh, pile 3 looks really good. Pile 3 is doing really well. I remember when pile 3 used to be with such and such, right? I remember this about pile 3 back in the day, blah, blah, blah. And, but also, some of you, like if you have exes, no contact, or that you don't deal with, right? They're having realizations via people you know about you. Like they may be learning things about you through people you know as you excel. Okay, I get that. What is this? I don't know that like it's an interesting energy. Now it is a clear. I don't see any hostile energy, by the way. Like I don't. The only shadow is like a sadness of I missed out, kind of a vibe. Where that would make sense. Obviously, if I'm talking about a historical tie, you know your history with whoever this is coming in, or whoever you pick this with, because some of you know who you ask about. This is very explicitly who this is. You know who you ask about. Because I'm like, wait, what's the question again? What the crush tells the friends, and what do people say? Let me see. If you like, I'm a little surprised and partially confused by the energy, but it's not off topic or anything. It's just something's going on. So either like if you're doing really well, that's a topic with people in general, as well as historical ties. Okay. And if you have a crush or someone you're engaging, they're like bragging about how great you are. That's really what I'm getting here. Okay. So let me get one more. If you don't feel like this, I'm telling you, this is energy you're stepping into, because this is brand new energy. Okay. Because the hope card is the star. So we've got the 6 of Pentacles, material and spiritual prosperity. So yeah, we could be talking about community work, charity work could be relevant themes here. I'm talking too much. Wow. I don't know what's going on. Let me see what's at the bottom. 8 of Cups, emotional withdrawal. Okay. I was wondering, okay, so this is the energy I've been waiting for, to clarify all of this, as well as to get that other energy that I was feeling, but I didn't see anything regarding, because even though I'm channeling, I like to get a confirmation sometime before I initiate a completely new energy. Some of you, you're asking about someone, and I wanted to say that, but I was like, let me just let it come in on its own, because it will. And then once it initiates, I can develop. You're asking about someone that's not interested in you, that's not worried about you. Like, they remember, they realize, especially if something shocking, surprising happened historically, for better or worse. Like, this is someone that's kind of like, yeah, they remember, but I don't know that like, it doesn't seem like this is someone that's looking behind in some instances, because it's two sides of, I don't want to say shadow, but right, emotional withdrawal. Like, because some of you, this is someone that's disengaged and really looking ahead to something more promising, and others of you, this is someone that's reflecting, having regrets on regarding memories, having revelations, realizations regarding things. I will say, because so y'all be acting confused, I'll throw you a bone. I can very clearly see. I throw the bone when I see it, right? Like, when I can see it myself. Because if I don't see it, then I don't have time to dig it. If you have a history with someone and it's not that good, where you may have made mistakes, this person recognizes that, and they've trucked along, right? And I say mistakes, there's usually like, it's usually not a completely innocent party. It's usually like, right, because in a coupling, in a connection, people interact, and there's usually like mutual, what's the word, accountability, right? But whoever did the most, I guess, in the situation, is the one. So if you feel like you're the one reflecting, right? If you feel like you're this remembrance from realization energy, I'm telling you, the other person is the emotional withdrawal. 8 of Cups, moved on, hopeful, looking ahead with something more promising, possibly even another connection. I don't see like, this is potential, not necessarily like a guarantee, but eventually will, at least eventually, even if not now. If you are the party that's having look at me. I must be talking to the group that's having the regrets, which makes sense because you're watching this reading. If I'm talking to you and you're having the regrets, like true regrets, this person's kind of disengaged. They're not really worried about it. They realized whatever, they remember whatever, and they've moved ahead. Now, some of you are here asking about something, possibly maybe part of your healing process. I don't know. Or maybe you're just nosy about the ex or whatever. It's possible that they are disengaged and still looking ahead, right? I say that because it's all about timing, right? Because I read past, present, incoming energy. At some point, this person has or is currently realizing, having a revelation, steps, right? Realizing and remembering how things played out, and looking to move forward with better intentions going forward, or just with the lessons, with the development, right? Because 6 of Pentacles talks about giving to those in lack. Some of you, because this combination feels like redemption, right? And moving ahead, possibly pulling within to work on some self-development. That's what I'm getting. Okay? That's what I'm getting. So I don't know why the energy came through like that, but I mean, I don't mind. I love giving you guys the healing and the clarity you need. Okay? That's part of the reason why I do these types of readings. That's why I was talking too much. Some of you didn't realize you came. I am an actual medium. I actually channel energy. I am an actual psychic. I can see when you step in. I can see your intentions when you come here. Okay? Especially when there's a lot of you vibrating from the same frequency with the same intent, and you all step in the same energy together. It's loud. Okay? It's very loud. But that's okay. The lighter side of this pile realizing, it's something about memories, realizing, awakening, excitement, feeling like a harvest, feel like it, like some of you, this person sees you as like a gift, possibly from above, and all of the things with this hope, Six of Pentacles combination. So let me pull from these astrology based decks. Let me see. I love this energy. I feel, yeah, look, you got Blue Moon, believe in the impossible. Rare instances on the lighter side. Even the shadow, it feels kind of like a healing and trying to move on. The only negative shadow is on the sides where I feel like there is a party here where this person's awakening and realizing, truly realizing. Because I feel like shocks and surprises and memories and realizations, some of you, this person's like really realizing, I guess, the magnitude of either whatever they did, however they moved, or just their past overall. Okay? And I see it regarding a crush too. It doesn't have to be an ex. Like some of you, your crush is having realizations regarding their past, for better and worse. Like they're realizing mistakes they made and they don't want to do that with you. That's what they're talking about with the friends. And they're also reflecting on their past, and they're like, this is how I ended up here. Look, everything that I did, everything I went through, mistakes I made, things that happened to me, all made me who I am, for who I'm stepping into being in my next level of like connections and all of things. And that includes pile 3. Look at you. I love it, love it, love it. So let me pull from this deck. Yeah, look, a new start is coming. New moon. Yeah, some of you, this person's like a fresh start. They're talking to their friends about a fresh start, whether with you or without you, regardless of the history. It depends on the history. Like on the lighter side, this person feels like you're a fresh start on life, a fresh start. Like they get a fresh start with a connection to do things either right or just a new era, just to evolve and be better. I like it. You're very close to achieving your goal. I don't know, something about your energy, something about you and this person. They feel like you're really like complementary to them in their life. Like you're very close to achieving your goal. New start is coming. My purest of crushes. Yeah, your dreams need a practical plan. My purest of crushes. This person's talking to their friends like, hey, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna shoot my shot. I'm almost there. Next time I see pile 3, like it's on. Like I'm gonna go for it. That's what I got. Okay. Especially if there's distance. With the 8 of Cups, because that talks about journeys, okay? Some of you, there is distance. You may or may not have seen this person in a while. That's why that heavy attachment, historical, past, ex energy stepped in, because it's like memories. It's memory based, like thinking of someone you're not in contact with or thinking of someone you haven't seen in a while. There's that shocking energy. The reason why you stepped in together is because there's a heavy emphasis on memories. So something about you and this person is either triggering them to realize things about their past and their memories, or there is a historical tie, even in the best sense. But something shocking, right? There's a shock, there's a surprise. And the shadow probably wasn't the best shocks on the shadow. And maybe that's why you're stepping in. I did see both Uranus and Taurus. That is a current transit. That transit is a years-long transit. I feel like I've said this before, possibly more than once. There are readings. If you've selected those piles historically where I mentioned the Uranus and Taurus transit, that is pivotal in this connection. Like when I talk about things being like divinely orchestrated and meeting soulmates, people you were meant to meet in this life, that transit is key in this person that you're asking about specifically, to put you where you're supposed to go and them where they're supposed to go, okay? Give me more. Tell me, what is this crush telling their friends? I'm like, what is this crush? 5. Passion, play, children, confidence, creativity. So house 5 talks about joy, pleasure. It rules. I heard shocks and surprises, but it's not. It rules more wagers and gambles. It rules because excitement and fun, right? Joy, pleasure, entertainment. Those are key themes here. Key themes here. And then so it could be how you know this person, things they're talking to them about their friends. But I feel like the friend, like they're telling the friends how much they enjoy spending time with you, how excited they are about you, like how much fun, how much joy you bring them, and all the things on the lighter side. If not, they're reflecting, right? It could be reflecting on all of that. Okay? And it could be both. It could be both. Chiron is hurt and heal. It's the wounded healer. Okay? So when we talk about pain and trauma from the past, this absolutely talks about it. Okay? So this person, regardless of how great they feel about you, they are reflecting on past traumas, negative experiences, and all of the things. And they're realizing how that's developed them, how that's prepared them, how that's brought them in proximity to you. Okay, that's kind of what I see. All right, so let me pull from this other deck. I'm gonna get maybe one card from this one. I do get a people talking about how great you're doing vibe, so I don't know where that falls in, but I did get a collective energy of you looking good, feeling good, doing well. That's kind of a message. And I think maybe that may be triggering this historical attachment or attachments that you're asking about, or maybe you didn't even ask about it, but by me throwing in that what people say, because I'm telling you, if you don't remember, go back. At the beginning of your pile, I paid special attention to that because it just popped out. What do people say? And I'm like, ooh, did I even answer that in the other two piles? That was the way I was reacting to that phrase. I get to leave it in the title now, so thanks, pile 3. But yeah, I mean, what are people saying about you? You're doing well. Let me see. Tell me more about my pile number 3. Some of you, when I say what people say, because now I'm paying it special attention, certain people from your past ask, people are like, they've moved on. Some of you, I got this weird energy of the realization of, like there's people, person, whoever, like that somebody, whether you ask about a person specifically or not, if they're just surfacing into what do people say. Some of you have old attachments that ask about you, and people are like, wait, what? Why are you asking about pile 3? Kind of a vibe. Like you know what I mean? Like a realization of remembrance. Oh, you still think about pile 3? That was years ago. Kind of a vibe. Like, oh, okay, like, why are you bringing up pile 3 kind of a vibe? Because I almost got like a territorial protective, like don't ask about pile 3. So I don't know who that would be. But I also got a, wait, what made you think of pile 3? Are you like, you think about pile 3 like that? Since when? Kind of a, you know what I mean? I'm getting that. Like, what's making you think about pile 3? That was such a long time ago. Some of you, they're like, oh, did, pile 3 mention me? And I'm even getting a no, they never mention you at all. Kind of a vibe. So you may have mutual friends with old attachments. And they're not mean, by the way. They're just clear, like, pile 3 is not worried about you. And even, especially where they're like, I can't believe you're asking about pile 3 after how that went down. Kind of a vibe. Or I can't believe you're talking about this. Like, I can't believe we have to hear about this after all this time. I thought like realizing like, oh, you still think about that. I can't believe you're still talking about it after all this time. I thought we were past this. Thought we healed. Like, the friends don't want to hear about it. Especially if this person was like at fault for whatever. I don't know. But that's the shadow. But I do like the light because the light almost feels like, the reason why it's in here with these attachments, it feels bittersweet. It's like, yeah, I went through so much, but look where I'm at. I love it. Everything has its reason. Everything has its purpose. So give me a card that tells me what this person is telling their friends. Blessed day. Oh, look at that. Look at my lightest sense of the pile. Honestly, even on the let me just get the shadow out of the way, because it's really not the worst shadow. Some of you are loving it, like, yeah, let them see, let them be regretful. That's funny to me, that because I can feel some of you like that. I'm like, come on now, don't be like that. But I get on the shadow, like some of you, this person, I say shadow, you're asking about the ex. Some of you, they're like, oh, I saw Pow 3 on whatever social media, because Aquarius, Uranus is social media, or I saw them out and about. They look really good. They look like they're doing well. How are they? And people are like, what do you mean, how are they? What do you mean, how is Pow 3? You know what I mean? Kind of an energy. Like, I can't believe you're asking about Pow 3. And then there's people just saying you live a blessed life. You're just very blessed. You're doing really well. They're happy for you. Generally speaking, if you're like the type that's really pessimistic about people, I'm not gonna lie, people like you. Just so we're clear, like, people like you generally, and they say you're doing well and that they're happy for you, whatever you got going on, or whatever. Like, I don't know why you needed to hear that, but you need to hear that. People like you. They're like, they speak well of you. Okay. Especially people that had like judged you, or had a perception of you without really knowing you, realizations regarding that and seeing you more clearly. That's what I got. But the crush, the person that you're like really interested in wanting, oh, for those of you where no, I'm not even gonna. I'm not delving. I was gonna just let you know in passing. Those of you that are asking intentionally about that old attachment. Some of you, this person's just moved on and wanting to like be better going forward. Others of you, they are dwelling. So I mean, if you're the one that's dwelling, it's probably not them. I hate to say it like that. But if you're not dwelling, you're just nosy. They may be open if that's what you want. I don't know. But like I said, the crushes, the new energy, or your current partners that you're happy with, they feel exceptionally blessed. I didn't spend that much time on them because they love you so much. They're really, really happy. This is a person that's really happy about you. They always have something to say, something about it being like, I remember the miracle card coming out, like it feels so miraculous, and all the memories, like the friends have to hear all the stories about you. There's a community energy, so everyone this person knows has to hear something about you. This is a person that does not shut up about you. That's why that attachment came through, because people are kind of, the reason why people came out along with the ex, and even on the lightest of sense, because I don't know where you fall, it feels like people are kind of looking at and having realizations regarding your old attachments. Like looking at them like, oh, okay, look at you, right? And it's like they've forgotten all about you. Like Pal 3's forgotten all about you. Like I even spaced out for a moment, like trying to remember what I was talking about just now. Right? But it feels like people are talking about the old attachment. Okay? Or the old attachment is asking and prompting in a way that's making people talk. And then you've also got like I said, the healthy connection. I'm calling it the lighter side of the pile. That's either crush or dating or whatever you want to call it, because I feel like it is some of you, this is truly just your new partner. And when I say new, relative to the old, because it could be still be a years long attachment and it be new, quote unquote, right? Because I feel like some of you, maybe you were married for like 10 years, then you got divorced, and you've been with this person maybe like 2. Because that's why it's throwing me off, because that's why it feels like that. Like the old attachment may have been a longer one in a very specific instance. So I'm talking to maybe some specific people here. But yeah, blessed day feels like your person doesn't shut up about you. They talk to all kinds of random strangers about you, all kinds of random people. When they're donating stuff, they talk to people about you and all the things. Okay. All right. What's at the bottom? Let go. Yeah. Okay. So you let go. They let go. What's the Lauryn Hill song? And I'm not even gonna lie, because I heard Ooh, and I love that Lauryn Hill song. I can't even think of the name of it, but I just keep hearing the "You Let Go" and "I'll Let Go Too." What is the name of the song? I love that song. It's such a sad song. That's probably why I can't remember the name of it, because I don't be listening to that kind of music. What is it called? Let me see. I have the tablet. We're gonna type it in. We're gonna type it in. Just give me 1 second. X Factor. I love having this tablet on stamp. I'm like, what's the name of the song? X Factor. You're asking about your exes. And for those of you that are not asking about the exes, it looks like either the exes are asking about you, or and they're falling into that what people say. Because I emphasize that what people say. So do not overreact. Okay, like if I'm saying, hey, you were asking about the ex and you were truly not, then I'm telling you, like, that's why the emphasis was on know what people say, like something about that ex and the energy. And even if the ex has moved on and is not in your energy, people are talking about the ex. I don't know what you got going on, but like, go you, Power 3. I mentioned attention. You're doing well. Maybe you're in a new connection. Maybe you're not, but whatever you're doing it well. Blessed day. And it has people talking. And when people talk about you, especially if you have an ex that was memorable or long-term enough to matter, they're going to come up. So they may not even be worried either. But I do get there is a worrying about it for some, okay? All right. But that X Factor song did come through for those exes. Those of you on the lighter side of the pile, maybe you're both. Maybe you have the attachments. Maybe you're doing well, so people are talking overall. But just the one thing for you to know, and I'm about to close it out because I have the 3 love decks. This person's crazy about you. It's like sent from heaven. Honestly, maybe that's a song. I think like that's a Keisha Cole song. Some of you are real R&B fans. Love it for you. Love it for you. Like the Heaven Sent, I think it's called Heaven Sent, by Keisha Cole. That's how the crush, that's how the current partner, the desirable partner, right, feels. Some of you, those attachments feel like that too, and that's some of the regretful energy. But like, it's sad because they realize too late. Ooh, that's unfortunate. I don't really like it when the shadow steps in like that, because I told you it's not like a hostile, it's a sad energy, it's really sad on that instance. Well, that's unfortunate. But let me close this out, because these are a little longer than I wanted, but they're not as long as they could have been, so I'm not gonna complain. Give me more. And you know what, I don't know the last time I really got a channel song, and I got one for both polarities. Look at you, all thorough. So like the Lauryn Hill X Factor on the shadow, Keisha Cole Heaven Sent on the lighter side. Honestly, the Keisha Cole song could be both, right? It's just sad energy on the other side. So tell me what pile is that? Look, I closed the tab trying to see the song. The umbrella, got it. The umbrella bouquet. What are they telling the friends? Oh, look at that. On the saddest of sense, this person, where they're like truly like in regret, they're like, man, that was my one person. That's unfortunate. That's sad. I don't like to see that with people, but it is what it is. I mean, it is what it is, especially if you're like happy and stuff. On the, because it's a bunch of sides. It's like 3, 4 shadows, like 2, 3 light sides. On the other shadow, this person sees you with someone else, or they're talking about you and somebody else, or like people are saying, and you look really happy and you're doing well, and that's even worse, right? And then there's the side, they're like, oh, I'm glad Power 3 got their happy ending, right? Because some of you, the attachment isn't like, I say attachment, some of you it's not even an attachment. This person's like, oh, that's so good, I'm glad that Power 3 is doing good for themselves. Like, it is what it is, like healed, moved on, and all of the things. And I'm glad that they got their happy ending and that they're doing well. Because I don't want to just make it like a regretful, sad wallowing. Because I told you, some of you, the attachment has moved on, and they're like happy for you, where you're doing well and or engaging someone else, or when you engage someone else, especially if you get married and all the things. Crush. My lighter side. This person's so excited. They're like, I'm so excited about Power 3. I'm glad I got to marry pile 3. I'm gonna marry pile 3. Like, I'm gonna shoot my shot. Like, really excited. It says, congratulations, it's time to celebrate. Both you and your partner have healed and learned the important lessons to allow this union to manifest. And that's what they talk about, the lessons and the healing that made them ready for you and all of the things like that. Like, that's the really sweet energy I'm getting. Okay, like some of you, this person like refers to you in your coupling as divine union. Like they see you as like their divine counterpart. Where that makes sense. It's a really pure vibe, okay? We got annoyance. You or your partner may be annoyed right now. Give each other space to cool off to avoid more arguments. That talks about the that talks about the steps towards you. Like everything that they went through that was unfavorable led to this. So they're grateful for it. They're grateful for the experiences. They're grateful for the lessons, okay? Some of you, the past attachments, really annoyed about you and union. Really annoyed. Okay. Let me see. Some of you, the friends are just really annoyed about hearing about you with somebody else. Some of you, the friends are really annoyed with them for how they acted with you. Like if it's not a historical attachment where it's like a recent ex. Okay. Some of you, they're having realizations regarding this person and how this person treated you. And that's the annoyance. Some of you, this person's, I did get a slightly, I was telling you, I got like a hostile energy from the friends. Some of you, the friends are realizing, they're like, that umbrella. I don't know. Let me pull from more. Some of you, specific message, the friends are annoying this person, like pestering them on when they're going to take the next steps with you. Whether it's shooting their shot, whether it's proposal, whether it's getting married after being engaged a really long time. Like that's a topic, okay? You've got religious factors. I'm telling you, this person feels like you're like heaven sent, like that song I channeled, and like the miraculous energy and the remembrance. Like, you know, it just feels like, you know, the letter R is definitely relevant. But it says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So that's an indicator. Some of you, that was a hindrance, possibly in past attachments, heart-to-heart conversations. Yeah, this person's having deep conversations with the friends regarding their past trauma, their past experiences, whether that's y'all's history, whatever, or if it's like their past in preparation for meeting you. Some of you, they're these environments where they're having these conversations, religious homes, church, mosque, all the things, whatever the religion is. So a lot of these conversations are happening in religious settings, or collective settings, or entertainment-based settings. And then we've got attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Very attracted to you, talking about how happy they are. Reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life. I mentioned that. Now, on the lightest of sense, without the attachments or ignoring them, even if they exist, something about this new person, the newest person, whether you've been together for a little while or if they're trying to connect with you now, there is a past tie, a past realization, okay? This may be someone you knew already, okay? And you got new love. A new romantic partner has stirred your romantic feelings. I don't know. That's not what it said, but that's what it means, okay? And R is definitely relevant. But yeah, when we talk about those attachments, when we talk about other people, they're talking about you in a new connection or new experiences, new accolades, whatever it is you're doing that's making you blessed. People are talking about that in the best way. I mean, there's slight hateration with annoyance. Like there's some slight, I guess, jealousy or I don't know what the annoyance would be with you and somebody, like with you being with someone else, beyond that ex. But there's some of you, there's an ex that wants to reconcile, sees you with somebody else. They're really upset about it, right? And all the things. So let me see. I'm gonna close it out because it's already longer than I think the other pile. So let me close it. You got love story, romance. Oh, look at you. I'm closing it. I'm not gonna pull because something, I don't even know why I split that. That's not how I pull cards, and that's not how I do things. Some of you did something different. Some of you did something unexpected, right? With the shocking energy I have on the table in the best way. But shocks are themes for this pile. Passion is here. You must be okay. There's no red here today, so I guess those of you that normally pick the hot pink. That's funny. I'm realizing, I'm looking at it now. Some of you are like, well, since there's no bold red, let me pick the most extra cupcake with the umbrella and the sprinkles all around it. Some of you have very extra personalities. I love that for you. Keep being you. But you got red roses. You have red roses somewhere. There's a love story. There's a romance. Some of you watch it if you know you're truly like, you don't have a current crush. You don't have anyone that you're dating or interested in right now. And you truly did ask about this historical attachment just to see what's going on. They may, some of you, they've moved on and they are starting a love story. Others of you, they may be wanting that with you. Okay. But I'm getting a dominant energy of you stepping into a new love story, romance, and people kind of having conversations. And this person that you're doing it with, they're telling everybody. They're telling all of their friends, everybody at church, everybody at mosque, whatever the religion, everyone that they do their hobbies with, every club that they're in, love story, romance. They're telling everything, all of the details. That's why you have all of this past, everything. Because I keep hearing, and then I realized, like, that's part of the story. It's so cute. So red roses, love story, romance. Okay, that's what you have. It's such a sweet pile. Even on the shadow, because it talks about regrets. The best thing about regrets is there's an opportunity for healing and growth and to be better somewhere else. So that's why I'm not really that worried about the shadow for if you stepped in with that, like if that's you. And if that's this person, that's not your problem. Leave them alone. unless you want reconciliation, that's up to you. But I'm closing it out. We got everything I was like I originally planned. So thank you for keeping me honest in my title. That is all I have for you today, pile number 3. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 4. Let's see what your crush tells their friends about you. I remembered for this pile what people say. That part of the, I was going to say thumbnail, that's not. So some of you may be more visual, like in terms, not visual. Some of you may be more image based versus text. Like some of you are better with like pictures and photos, whether creating or just interpreting or just looking at them versus reading, writing, all of the things. Or maybe this is the person you're asking about. Because I don't know, I just got that. But yeah, maybe we'll get the what people say like for this pile like we did the last one. And then also a lot of energy. So I'm gonna do my intro for the people that are new. I do read past, present, and coming energy. And I often read from a polarity, which means there's a light and a shadow. You just have to find yourself and a lesson in the journey. If you get confused, I explained it a little bit in the intro. Go back so you can see what I mean by finding yourself, or if you're not sure where you fall, in ways that help you filter through. And sometimes you could be at both at various timelines, or also not timelines, could be multiple people, all of the things like that. I don't know. This pile is going to have a lot of detail apparently. And that makes sense. Now, I do lead sometimes from a feminine perspective. I realize when I don't want these to get too long because my audience is largely feminine. So if you feel like I'm reading the opposite, just take it that way or pick another pile, pick another reading. Either way doesn't hurt my feelings. But I don't know. Like I feel like this pile is going to be super in depth, super detailed, and I'm hoping it doesn't extend long because I do want to keep it shorter. So let me see. I'm pausing to see where I'm gonna start. So there's a whole backstory. Maybe you're a storyteller, maybe this person's a storyteller. So when I made this thumbnail, this specific one for this reading today, and I found that cupcake, I'm like, oh, that's unique. It's clean. It's simple. I heard the word elegant. That's not the word I was going to use, but like, I guess refined. I hear that word too. So the orange flower on the top of it reminds me of a secret admirer reading I did, right? I promise this is relevant, and I know I'm dragging this out. It reminds me of a secret. Maybe this person takes their time. Maybe the person you're asking about takes their time. That may be something they tell the friends. Maybe this is how they talk to the friends. I don't know. But the marigold from the secret admirer reading, I have a playlist. Okay, so go to the playlist with the secret admirer. It is pile 4, actually, because I did check, of one of those readings. You'll see, because it's bright. It's like orange and yellow. That's the whole thumbnail. And this reminded me of that. How is that relevant to what's going on now? Well, I'm cleansing your deck between pile 3, and at the bottom I see divine feminine. I'm like, that's cute. We're not rolling with it. One, because that means I didn't shuffle it that well because it came out in pile 3. Let's shuffle again. So I get cosmic flower, right? Divine feminine still, right? I have compassion here, but I still have the divine feminine still wanting to creep out. So you may be asking about a divine feminine. Maybe this is the power where I actually like eat my words on explaining it from that perspective. Or this person sees you as divine feminine and cosmic flower like energy, because flower, right? Flowers. These are cupcakes, but it's still flower themes, and that cupcake reminded me of a flower reading. So something about flowers, something about divine feminine energy, very specific to you or the person you're asking about. And it talks about remembrance of the place we call home, the core from which we pour our magnificence out into the world. So that's what we have here. Let me see what's at the bottom. Third eye. Third eye energy is relevant. Number 6 could be relevant, but that's indigo. And that is the intuitive psychic chakra. All right, so it feels like a divine feminine energy. So like I said, this is either, so far, it is someone, there's a delighted energy, something about backwards, something about being backwards, something about being all over the place, okay? But yeah, you could be asking about like what I said, because I don't know, something about repeating things, passion, lots of passion. I'll take it, honestly. I'll take it. What's at the bottom? That third, we're rolling with it. We're rolling with it. It is what it is. Passion and third eye chakra. Because I don't know why I'm like this for this pile, but the energy is the opposite of what I expected for that specific cupcake. I love it. Passion. So this person is telling their friends that you're very passionate, that they feel a lot of passion for you. Okay. It says, passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lies the hidden gem of insight, balance, and calm. It assists us in finding the balance within this intensity, moving us from chaos to the calm of its core, where we can let its long-lasting wisdom fill us up. So something about insight, wisdom, and chaos. This person may be saying that you're chaotic. This person may be saying that you're very intense. The word intense is here. So something about you, the way you make this person feel, or just the way that you are, this person considers you to be very intense, okay? Very intense. And then we have the third eye chakra, which says, and I mentioned it being indigo, it says it supports our intuition and our inner knowing, our imagination and our psychic powers. So something about you. This person's telling their friends that they know you, which, yeah, right? Especially if this is someone you're engaging, but like they feel like they know you on a deeper level, right? Something about, honestly, in a literal sense, third eye to passion, this person they're telling their friends that they can see how passionate you are, how energetic you are, because like chaos in a not wild sense is like energetic. Talk about balance, talks about being calm, talks about being reasonable, wisdom, all of that from that passion card. So like those are the ways that this person would describe you to their friends. Okay. Some of you, this person doesn't need to, where we talk about mutual friends, because third eye, like they can see themselves. Okay. Let's see. Something about having beautiful eyes. This is a person that's very, very attractive. Like, ooh, they may be, but they consider you to be very, very attractive. I may be maybe a bit of a mirroring. Maybe this is how you see this person, but this person sees you as exceptionally attractive. That's what I'm getting. Okay. All right. Let me get more. Tell me more about. I'm gonna say this orange flower. I almost want to just call it the marigold because like I don't know what's going on. But the orange flower, Cupcake. What are they telling their friends about my pile number 4? And possibly what are people just saying in general? Because I have to answer that question to keep it in the title. So I don't want to change the title. Tell me. What is the orange flower telling their friends about my pile number 4? No, that's too many. It's 4. It's 4. Something about the number 4. Something about the number 4. Okay. Let me see. So it's funny because I was literally about to say someone may be waiting for something. And then I got the 3 incoming. So something is incoming and I see the waiting game is out. So someone's waiting. So they may be telling their friends they're waiting. Okay, like something about their waiting. We have number 18, which is the shadow. That is the moon. So feminine energy. So like I said, that could be you. That could be this person. If it's you, this person's describing you in like the most divine, most attractive feminine way. If not, like I'm trying to say, maybe you can't see this person because like with third eye, I don't know, like in shadow, maybe you can't really see this person, or maybe you're mirroring. Maybe like everything that like they would say about you, you would say about them. Okay. Or you may be asking about somebody that you're not getting information on. It could be that too, just because third eye and shadow, right? Regardless, this person has a lot of passion for you, but that's the moon of hidden things, of illusions, of confusion. So they could be telling their friends they're not really sure how you feel, right? They're not sure. They're not sure what the next step is in the connection, depending on like the stage of it. Some of them can see your shadow. Okay, and then some of them, they're telling their friends you're deeply, possibly sensitive and or in tune with your emotions. Okay, and then we've got number 7. I say number 7, the 7 of Pentacles, patience and planning. So, you know, they may describe you as very patient, very organized. 7 of Pentacles talks about a harvest. So someone that's diligent, someone that really takes their time, someone that, this is really good to see in the way that someone would describe you, especially someone you're interested in romantically or someone you're in a connection with, because it talks about putting in the work for eventual success, right? So this person sees you as kind of dedicated, as someone like commitment oriented, very passionate, but like something about this combination feels very gentle. Like I don't want to say sensitive, gentle, and like in like a detached way, but in a way that like just the right touch. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. I don't know why. I'm hearing like knowing just enough like passion, enough pressure to apply in any given moment. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know how else to describe this. With the moon and harvest, this talks about someone possibly moving in silence, being very private, like keeping their business to themselves, even the good stuff, even the really passionate side of it. Like this is someone describing you as someone that's very passionate, but like keeping your passions to yourself. Okay. This is the Two of Wands, which is the waiting game. It talks about planning. It talks about organizing. So I don't know, something they're describing as super organized, super efficient, super like good at stuff, super reliable. That's the way that this person is describing you. There's a lot of passion and attraction here, but they're kind of like describing you as really, really reliable. And I don't know why. And also you being patient, but something, they're patient, they're waiting, someone's like, either they're planning, you're planning. Like they're talking about a plan, they're talking about patience, they're talking about waiting. Okay? And they are excited about something. Okay? I don't know, it's just straightforward. It's not all of this extra stuff like I normally see. We've got the Five of Swords. Okay. All right, that's conflict and defeat. All right. This is someone that describes you as someone that let me see. What are the words I'm looking for? I'm not gonna lie, this is a really quiet pile. Some of you are asking about someone you're not getting information on like that. Like you're not really gonna get much. Because I got that with third eye and shadow. I feel like it's almost like you wait and see. Ooh, yeah, it's like you wait and see almost to some degree. That's why it's so quiet. And it's not like I'm stepping in or whatever. So you're asking about someone, I mean, it is a mutual thing for sure. If we're talking early stage crush, like for the most part, even if you aren't, you seem to be on the same page. Some of you, this person is not talking about you to their friends. That's why we have third eye, shadow, and waiting. Like some of you, this person's not mentioning you to their friends at all. Okay. On the shadow, some of you, this person is combative with their friends regarding you for whatever reason. I don't know what would lead to that, but here we are. But the Five of Swords talks about a self-sabotaging energy. It talks about sparring with people. It talks about right, because like the Five of Swords is someone that's at battle and they come out on top, right? And sometimes having to spar with people you don't always want to, right? But still doing so when you have to and being very successful at it. Because conflict and defeat is what this says. But the reason why that card says that in this depiction of it is because in the shadow sense, that can be a card of cutting off your nose to spite your face. So it's like sparring at people, alienating yourself from people that you possibly didn't want to or didn't even have to. Not saying that's you, but that could be instances where this person, what this person's saying on the shadow side. Some of you, this person's talking about, or in instances where they're not, where they're thinking, they're trying to find ways to not self-sabotage. Okay. Some of you, the waiting is to avoid sabotage or self-sabotage or conflict. Okay. Some of you, this person's waiting to be in a more prosperous position. I can see that here because this is a harvest, right? Okay, well, let me pull from these other cards. I mean, I'm serious. It's like a really quiet pile. All right. Give me more. What is the orange flower saying? Okay. If you're wondering, like those of you that know me, and like I'm starting to use these decks the other way a little bit, and I did just start doing that today because I don't want to like wear down the one side of them. Like it's off balance a little bit. I don't know why I mentioned this specifically in this pile, but I don't want it to be off balance. So I'm trying to preserve the deck, even though I have another one like this. I just want to preserve it, okay? So like, don't overreact to me changing my routine. Some of you overreact to a switch in routine. Maybe this person's saying that. Maybe it's relevant some way. Maybe that's how this person is. Okay. Have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon, and then adjustments are required. Oh yeah, we're talking about adjusting. It's funny, I'm talking about adjusting. So yeah, this person's talking about adjusting something. Something's gonna have to adjust. Whether they have to adjust their approach, you have to adjust your approach. This person feels like they're waiting with patience, planning the waiting game. Feels like they're waiting. Like they could be talking about you waiting. You could both be waiting. I don't know what's going on. But have faith in your dreams. Adjustments are required. This person's saying or thinking whatever that they're really hopeful. I'm gonna get a lot of other people on this pile, just so we're clear. Like this is not like, that's why I mentioned that maybe this person isn't talking about you to their friends. They feel deeply private. So like it feels, especially since this kind of feels like someone that's working, because Seven of Pentacles talks about planting seeds for a harvest, like having a harvest after seeds and work has been done, like tending to a land. And the Two of Wands talks about strategizing, planning, and organizing something to put on the ground. So like that's kind of what it feels like. But have faith in your dreams, adjustments are required. Feels like this person saying they're hopeful that something shifts or whatever. Okay. Like maybe they're hoping you shift. I don't know what's going on. If this is an attachment, like a connection, they're thinking about the fact that it's like whatever you're doing now as a couple or as dating or whatever, it's not sustainable long term. And they're thinking about how to either avoid self-sabotage in the connection, right? Some of you where they may want to like end it. I don't get that heavy. There's a small group of you where this person may want to end it on the shadow. They're trying to figure out how to avoid wasting your and or their time. A la Five of Swords, because that's a combative, can be a betrayal, backstabby energy where you like wasted someone's time, like where they may be trying to avoid that with you on the shadow. And that's the light. Like it wasn't a strong one, but somebody here, that's for you. We do have a new romantic cycle begins. Okay. So back to the lighter side, which is actually the dominant. It's just a really confusing light because it's not much to work with. This person is telling their friends that they're very interested. This person's telling their friends that where this is applicable. Because I'm telling you, this is like a mind your business pile. I'm not going to lie, it is. That's why we got shadow, patience, waiting. Like that's what I've got. But where there are conversations, this person's saying like they're hoping everything works out as they're waiting, as they're planning, as they're patient, as they're working, building, whatever. And they're hoping that the adjustments they make help this connection with you flourish further or start where we're talking pure crush. Okay. This is someone that wants a connection with you, with that harvest, with that passion, with the sign that rules marriage. Okay. All right. I'm telling you, I'm getting like, it's so dull. Like, I don't feel like I'm channeling. I'm not channeling, just so we're clear. I may lightly be doing so without realizing. There may be a past tie here, but for the most part, like, I'm just reading cards. I don't know what's going on. I think it's funny because I'm truly like, this is one of those rare moments where I'm actually just reading cards. That's funny. All right. Tell me more about my pile number 4. What is the orange flowers saying to their friends or thinking, whatever, or what people are saying, I guess, regarding that to my 2. Some of you people are saying things to this person. I don't know what that means. Maybe we'll get it. Because that was a slip of tongue. Like maybe people are saying things to this person. Let me see. Tell me what the orange flower is saying to their friends about. Got it. This is a person that is really, I don't know, they seem to be working. I'm not gonna lie. Because even here, we talk about relationships. This feels like, because it rules all partnerships, right? So business contracts, business deals, right? And that harvest and the waiting and the planning and the preparation and not wanting to mess something up. So because we've got the house 10, which is career and social status, and it does say discipline and structure. It talks about life mission. Then I mentioned wait, hold on, where are you at? Why are you not, something's not clear? Okay, accomplishments and career. Yeah. So Capricorn based energy, Saturn rules lessons as well as karma, and it talks about it also rules like social status, reputation. Okay, so those could be themes. Okay, let me get the bottom. House 6. Yeah, this person's working. I don't know what else to tell you. They're talking about work. They're talking about maybe their work, your work, maybe both. Establishing a foundation, health, daily life, practical details. Okay. On the shadow, some of you, like it, the topic is holding off, possibly letting the connection go because of work. That's the shadow. Honestly, it's not the dominant shadow, but it's there. So I obviously just mentioned it, but it feels like a delay. We're talking delays. We're talking about waiting. We're talking about patience. We're talking about planning and adjusting things, because the dominant is the lighter side, because we have a new romantic cycle begins and having faith with all of this passion. Like this person can see like a potential. They can see this could be something good. Looks like a prioritizer. You got both houses that talk about work. The house of career and social status, the house of day-to-day routines, right? Health, wellness. Again, foundation, details, errands, all of the things, stuff that has to happen to keep people alive, right? Literally. Because this is against Capricorn Saturn based energy, Virgo Mercury based energy. Okay, that's what we have here. Both, literally the only two that rule houses. All you need now is Taurus to fall so that we can have money on the table. That's it. Okay, you even have Libra, which rules contracts and business deals. Feels like work. Okay. All right. No. Okay. Well, I guess let me put this up. I skipped the deck. So you may be missing something. They may be saying they skipped over something. They missed something. You skipped over something. You missed something. That's something they're either talking about or thinking about. Okay. Let me see. This is a very clearly interested, I'm working pile. This is a very clearly, I'm interested, I'm working, and I'm in maybe waiting for pile 4 pile. Like, that's what I'm seeing. Like, patience and planning, no waiting game. Right? Feels like a waiting pile. Not gonna lie. And having other things to focus on and prioritize in the midst of that. Okay? Tell me more about what the orange flower is saying. Change. Okay, so some things, this person seems to be going through some changes, which makes sense. We have all of the waiting and the shifting and the pivoting here. We have adjustments are required, change. Okay, so this person saying they're changing, they're shifting, working on something, you're shifting, working on something, or they're hoping you change, they're hoping you do something, especially if we have a self-sabotaging energy here. They're hoping you stop doing that, if that's a thing, or they're trying to avoid doing that if that's a thing on their end, or they want to stop doing that as well. Okay, it depends. Blessed day. Look at that. Okay, so this is a person. We have faith and blessed. Okay. I mean, this person feels like things are going to change for the better. Change into blessed day feels like someone change working and on being more prosperous, working, like literally working, right? Shifting, conquering something. That's what I'm getting. Okay. All right. It's such a quiet pile. Like, I don't know. It's not gonna, like, I'm not gonna be drained at all. I might go do some other, I mean, I do have stuff to do. But I'm gonna have a lot more energy for it when I finish this pile because it's like nothing's coming out. Let me get my last cards from these 3 decks. What is the orange flower saying about my pile number 4? So like I said, if this is a kind of a boring pile, this is a person with a lot of passion, a lot of attraction towards you, really interested, focused on their things, waiting and being patient. That's what I got. Tell me. Okay. Freedom. Okay. I don't know what's going on with this. Okay, when we can be our truest selves, we are then able to freely love. This person says you make them feel free. You feel like they like you a lot. Okay. Feel like they're open about it to a certain degree. And then something about changing to freedom. This person feels like you're really authentic. They feel like they could be their authentic selves with you. Okay. Listen and reflect. Sometimes what a person needs is not a wise mind that speaks, but a patient heart that listens. That's that, you're that pile that needs to be told things multiple times. Look at you. Patience is on the table twice. Listen and reflect. So this is someone that kind of is listening and reflecting. I may pull more. I'm going to have to use the melanin pop probably. I don't want to because I'm trying to preserve the deck. Earlier piles where it forced its way on the table, I mentioned that they don't make it anymore. So like if I ruin it, like that's it. It's gone forever. I know. Ooh. So I'm trying to use it less so that I don't I can hold on to it for longer. But anyway, I mentioned, I think in passing, that people are talking to this person about you. So this may not be someone that's really talking about you, but people are talking about this person to you. I mean, maybe people are talking about this person to you. So maybe that's the dynamic. I don't know. It's like, it feels like people are talking about you to this person. And I just had to slip of tongue where people are talking about this person to you. I don't know what's going on, but that's what I've got. So I don't know why that's a thing. At the bottom of your reset, you do have soulmate. Let me see what's going on here. Tell me. Well, tell me about this new energy that's coming in where people are talking about pile 4 to the person and people, and yeah, that thing where it feels like people are talking about, I couldn't remember what the cupcake was called. The orange flower, because the screen went out. What are people saying to the orange flower about the pile 4, and what are people saying to pile 4 about the I don't know. You know what people are saying about you. Whatever. Let me just see what people are saying. Because I don't know. Like it's throwing me off because I'm not going to lie. I truly will. I don't always read that card as a mirror. I feel like it's a mirroring energy. Like I feel like you, like, regardless of what stage of the connection, you would have the same questions about one another. Like it's like you're on the same page as one another, even if there's confusion, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So this could be someone with a past tie. It does not have to be an ex or whatever. I don't feel like it is. On the confusion side, I'm not gonna lie, it is, because like that could be the confusion why there's the back and forth and the other people talking. Reconciliation could also, when we talk about patience and waiting. Maybe someone's waiting to come back, because reconciliation is a coming back, returning to your life. So maybe that's the waiting. And then we have free yourself. Oh, look, yeah, you're definitely the pod that needs to be told things multiple times. You got patience 2 times, and you've got free. It's time to take back control of your life. Definitely need to be told, because you got free, patient. On the shadow, some of you, this person talks about how they want to be free, how they're glad they're free of you. Or they're talking about how they self-sabotage and now you're free, depending on who you're asking about. You know who you're asking about, you know. But when we're talking about people you're interested in, that there's no like history of the negativity and they're interested in you back, I don't know, there's a freedom here. Like this person saying, reconciliation and free yourself feels like coming back with more time, like, right, coming back when you're more free, like seeing someone, like making space for someone when you're more free and available. That's what I'm saying, okay? You do have give your relationship a chance. So a new romantic cycle begins and give your relationship a chance are both here. So again, there's an optimism with blessed day and have faith in your dreams. Let me see what Melanin Pop has to say. There is distance. This is a distance. I do see time heals all wounds for those of you with those attachments. All right. All right, tell me more about the conversations regarding my pile number 4, please. Because that's what this has turned into. What are the conversations? Secret admirer, crush, stranger, love, daydreaming, surprises. Well, you got red flags, caution, beware, toxic warnings, danger. Oh, okay. A lot just came through, like so much. Good and bad. That's funny. Got health, could be a factor. So let me just get the shadow out of the way. It's funny because especially if we're talking like people from the past and exes, like someone that may have done you wrong or someone that you did wrong, people are like, this person, like whoever did the wrong thing, people are saying like, oh, like Power 4 really is still like, I say Power 4 still. I mean, some of you did the wrong thing if there's an attachment, or Power 4 or the orange flower is actually like still asking about, wanting to be with, trying to reconnect with Power 4 after how they behave, right? Because red flags is like chaos. Like the conversations with this person are like, you don't want anything to do with this person, right? Or this person is saying that's what people would tell you, like you don't want anything to do with this person. Bad news. Like I'm not even kidding, on the shadow. Like that's what you get. Now, lighter side of the pile, blatantly obvious to other people that there's a thing, okay? So whether this is like a private connection, because I mentioned this person not talking to their friends. If this is a connection, like you're actually in a connection and it's private, like it's not everybody knows. Like I'm just making sure you know, like everybody knows. Like this person's not saying anything, people can just tell. Like with the third eye and the passion, people can tell. Absolutely everybody knows. Like I said, so if you're not, like if you're like trying to see what they're telling their friends, because like, and it's private, they're not like, it's just obvious to everybody. Okay, so you're not good at keeping secrets, neither of you, if that's a thing where we're talking about those connections that are like private, even in a negative sense where it's something possibly scandalous and you're not supposed to be dealing with each other. Everybody can tell. That's the gossip. That's the self-sabotaging gossip. Got it. I see the shadow stepped in really quick and swift. That's why I was like reacting that way. On the lightest sense, it's hilarious because people think it's so cute with the freedom and the free yourself. They're like, I wish orange flower or Power 4 would like make the move or like engage each other, because it's so cute with the crush energy, with the secret admirer, like, oh, such and such like such and such, and it's so cute and it's blatantly obvious and everybody can see. That's what I got. And that's why what people say is stepping in so prominently. This is the only pile where it came through, where it's like, okay, people are talking to this person about you. People are talking to you about this person. And like maybe one or neither of you are really talking to people, friends either, possibly, unless you picked other piles or came from other readings. Go to the secret admirer reading, because I'm realizing that orange flower I sent, I remember telling you it's a secret admirer reading. Go at least to that one, right? Blatantly obvious energy, okay? Some of you, this person can tell you like them, and they're still waiting, okay? Some of you, this person thinks, I don't know, it confuses me when I'm trying to like jump from polarities, right? They're like, they think it's obvious that they like you. They think it's obvious to you that, like, obvious third eye, like they think it's obvious. I'm getting that. They think it's obvious that they like you. I don't know. Y'all kill me with this. I love it for you crushes, because I like when you step in. We've got Dream Lover here. That's cute. I'm so glad I didn't have to tear up that deck more and I was only able to get one card, but so much came out. I'm telling you, on that shadow, people are like, leave pile 4 alone, or I hope pile 4 leaves that orange flower alone, because like bad news, like how dare you, especially if there's a history, like how dare you try to go back. I don't know. There's a vibe, but there's a lighter sense. It's like everybody knows it's so cute. They're like, I wish they would just get together. They're probably already together. Like I said, when we're talking about if you're asking about a secret partner, you have, right? It's not a secret. You may think it is, it's not, okay? And also where we're talking, for better for worse, whether it's not something that's supposed to be happening with the self-sabotage, or if it's something that is fine and it's just private. I'm hearing that if it's private and there's like no scandalous reason it's private, it's just truly private, because it seems like to be at least this person's nature. Don't know about yours. People can tell because of how combative one or both of you are regarding the other. With this 5 of Swords, I'm realizing. Okay, because I'm talking about the shadow. This 5 of Swords is self-sabotaging. On the lightest, cutest sense, people are saying they hope you, this person, either both don't self-sabotage the connection, right? Because this feels like my most dominantly crushed pile. Like it feels like my most dominant crush, because the word crush is on my table, right? And it talks about free, which is single, right? So some of you, this person wants to make sure you know they're single. They're trying to confirm if you're single. Where we have all these eyes on the table, it could be like, that could be some of the conversations people are having, like, oh, this person's single, on either side. I could be confirming for some of you. This is a weird pile. I'm not gonna lie, it's such a weird pile, but I like it because it's a very interesting read. That's what's going on. But like, people are like I hope a movie, like, yeah, look at Nostalgia just came out. Nostalgia came out. Some of you came from the red. There was no red, so you came here. You were like, oh, no red, orange. That's funny. Actually, the secret admirer has red, orange, and pink. So that could be like, that's funny. But nostalgia is here. There is a history based theme here with the reconciliation and nostalgia. So like I said, that shadow talks about missing. Okay, so you're talking about those historical attachments, it's fine. Like I said, that could very well be like some sort of a past tie, or it could just truly be due to distance. I do see some distance here with the waiting and the patience. Some of you, this person misses you, or they're telling people they miss you. That's the nostalgia and the reconciliation, okay? For better, for worse, okay? At the bottom, we have, oh, look at you, coming together. So, you know, they're wanting to come together. That's cute. That's sweet. They're wanting to come together. But like I said, there's a lot of people in this Five of Swords. Yeah, there's a lot of people in this Five of Swords, and they're like hoping that it, like, I don't know, it's very nosy. There's a lot of nosy energy here. I don't know what's going on. Coming together. There's at least like 2 people that's like, especially when we talk about that pure crush, it's like, oh, we got to make this happen with the power 4 and the orange flower. Like this got to happen. It's actually really cute, really sweet. Especially when we talk about like reconciliation and nostalgia being like a past, like, oh, such and such has been liking them so long. They need to get it over with, right? That's so cute. Okay. So I'm just going to close it out because I've been dragging this out, and it honestly was longer than it needed to be. Not just because there's the multiple times factor, but like I was struggling. I'm not going to lie, because something about this energy, really private, really closed off, not able to read, could be protection, could literally just be this person's aura. Like, but it's not, I wasn't getting it. Notice I had to flip it to, oh, people are talking about you to this person, just like people are talking to you about this person, right? Like that's what I got. Okay, so I'm gonna close it out. That is all I have for you today, pile number 4. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching.